This episode of The Forecast is brought to you by First of the Day. First of the Day's mission is to share the fun-loving spirit captured in the moment of a toast, to provide products that express more than just a slogan, but a celebratory lifestyle. So we're here to celebrate with you, all your firsts. Remember to live in the moment and make every drink your first of the day. Visit first-oftheday.com for more information. It's also being brought to you by One Up Gaming Lab, Metro Detroit's premier entertainment trailer, sporting 6 TVs and a plethora of video games to keep any age group entertained for hours. Visit oneupgaminglab.com for more information. Let's start the show.
Yeah. Episode 6 of The Forecast.
Ooh, 6.
Man, we at 6.
6?
They
Drop the
us
bomb,
here.
bro.
Whoa.
6.
We working.
6.
It's Mad Miles, also known as Fresh Ass Deuce. Slaps going crazy on this Red Bull.
We going crazy.
You know what it is. Hey,
listen, hold on.
y'all seem real agitated today, so I gotta have me some Red Bull.
Let me go ahead and bring myself in.
Go ahead.
This is Q, a.k.a. Brute Ness, a.k.a. Willie Waves Beamin', a.k.a. Introduce
Y'all cute, man. Y'all got y'all little things.
Right.
Y'all got y'all little things.
You want to be
got
down?
nothing. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. I just like it slaps,
Just
man.
work
you know.
on it, man. We got another episode
And
coming up.
You know.
the young or Slaps.
I just like it slaps is what it is.
Nelly,
you know.
what up?
Hey, can y'all
She
hear
got her
me?
owl shit.
Okay, yeah. So, it's your girl Nelly Nell. Hey y'all. I do off of work, so I'm still in work mode. When I just off work, I'm for work.
Son, where'd you find
How that go?
And as you know, that nigga Crack Diesel.
Oh, man.
Fire!
He's not here.
Oh, man.
This nigga is I don't know, man.
Hey,
It's looking
somebody
real
have to
sketchy
talk-
for this
What the
nigga.
hell?
Somebody gonna have to have a talk with my
Well,
man.
he
Real
does have
sketchy.
children, so
I'm
we
writing
can't
them
do
up.
that.
Me too. Shit. This nigga Amir's with his grandmother right
How
now.
many kids he got?
1.
He got 2.
We got 2.
Okay.
I might have a kid too. Shit. I ain't
Hold
know.
on.
probably
Wait.
do.
Hold on. Wait. Bring that beat back. Because it ain't
We have
not
someone
done.
in here that is
Yeah,
very
we're
special
definitely not
Oh,
today.
I thought we was gonna drop
We got,
the beef.
hey, we got a guest in here.
Say hey to our live.
thought we was dropping the beat.
Hi.
We got our first guest in here tonight.
Yeah, she is dealing with our craziness. This is true love.
Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Miana Suave. How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
You ain't got nothing like me. That's what's up. We here. We just say our names and we just keep it fucking pushing.
We gonna have to get you some type of gift or something. Next time I make some macaroni and cheese or something.
I don't
or
eat
our
everybody
first
macaroni.
gift.
Don't nobody want that
Damn.
disgusting shit. You probably could.
Hey, me a meal.
Probably cook like this nigga J.O.
Oh,
Make
my
doubles then. I don't know.
God.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
Can't
niggas,
let it go
niggas,
down
the
like
big,
that.
niggas the big J.O. up like he
Oh
could
my
cook.
God, bro.
Y'all niggas is terrible.
You a wild boy, man. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we
good.
here, though. We good.
Shout out to those
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are already tuning into the live.
Hold on.
Appreciate
Hold
that.
on.
Hey, speed it
Shout out to
up.
First of the Day. Come
All
on,
day. Y'all know what it
May
is.
I
of
see
the day.
that
Good
cup,
shots,
please?
get cuts. We
Y'all know what it
Oh,
is.
this is my work cup. Don't show this.
Y'all know what it is. I forgot mine.
Damn.
First of the day, all day, every day. This
Forgot
is my first
mine.
of
We
the
ain't
day
here
cup.
though. Oh, phone.
All right, let's
ringing.
get to it, man.
We're
We
gonna
got a
go
lot
ahead.
to talk about today. So,
Yes,
first
we do.
topic.
Damn, that's what we gonna do. How was y'all week? What's
Niggas don't
up?
give a fuck for real.
Niggas
Hey,
don't.
straight to
Hey,
the
I'm
business.
in
How
this
was
shit
like
to be
your
over.
How was y'all week?
Can we do
Oh,
like
my
a
God.
mental health check? Like,
How was
that's
y'all?
what
Yeah,
we're
how was y'all
doing?
week?
Mental health check. Start around. Go.
Yeah,
ahead.
mom said if you don't text her back, she gonna beat your ass.
Damn.
So that's the first thing that I had to say
I'm
when I
fresh
got
off-
here.
I'm fresh
She
off
said,
work.
she said,
I'm
make
sorry.
sure when you get to the podcast, make sure you tell Godson
Oh, my
if he don't text me, I'm beating his ass.
About to get your ass beat.
so we there with it live. My week was
Damn.
shit long.
Okay.
Cause that same person had me. I feel like I was moving out of my house, helping her ass move this past fucking 5 days, bro. This shit has been stressful. I've been being kept away from Spider-Man for the past 3 to 4 days,
That shit too.
and that's it. So yeah, I think yeah, my mental health is fucked right now. So
Wow.
there we go.
It could be worse. Don't say that.
It could be.
It could be worse.
It could be. But there we,
It could be worse.
there we go, man.
So
That's-
everyone know I'm like a strong advocate for mental health. So my mental health has been shitty. I will tell y'all that. I have not journaled in the past month, and I journal like every day. And I haven't even prayed because I'd be so stressed out. And that's bad.
You ain't got time for
Listen,
Jesus?
Now, you know
listen,
what?
That's a problem. That's
You
a
know what?
problem.
You make that
but-
time. You make that
Exactly.
time.
So I just been stressed out like from moving, and then work has definitely been stressful. And then remember last week, and I had to step out because I was talking to my dad about my car.
Yeah.
My freaking water pump is busted. But guess who finna get new whips?
Email?
Me.
Oh,
Talk about
Me.
email.
So
How
I
much is
guess
to fix a water pump? That's like
$420.
it's
It's $420, but my car has 250.
$420.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my
All
car.
right.
Yep,
That's what say 420.
Yeah, because you was on some shit like new whip. I'm like, for $420? Like, damn.
But
it's
my
like-
down payment for my new whip is only $500.
Okay.
So God did look out. So there
Okay.
always
Makes sense. There we go. I wouldn't pay the $420.
Everybody clap it up for new cars in here. I see.
man, clap
I
it
see
up, 'cause
BB
I
pull up in the
definitely-
Wrangler.
Right. She pulled up in
I'm like, look at this lift. I thought Ellie was getting dropped off and shit.
yeah. I'm gonna rob you later, but go ahead. What about your love?
No, you're not.
She's talking about no, you not.
Oh, you think the strap ain't in that Wrangler?
That it is.
Not.
Man, listen,
You hear
that
her
bitch is
accent?
nice.
Look.
That bitch is nice. Ain't no way in the world she ain't got
How
no
was
type
your
of
week?
defense mechanism on that bitch.
My week was fine.
Good shot.
Just been with my baby all week and working, and that's about it.
You hear that crack?
Oh, hey, you took the words right.
You hear that? Hear that crack? People here.
Everybody got
They
kids.
got kids.
Everybody
Alright?
got kids.
They here.
Hi, Misa.
Speaking of kids, I had a rough week at work, but
Okay.
shout out to my kindergarten class. They
Okay.
put it together, man. Listen, that's the roughest class I have.
I
swear.
bet.
But,
Somebody done fucked up and gave this nigga Miles some fucking kids.
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
my weight training class, I got 35 kids.
Hey man, ain't
In
nothing
a
but-
weight room probably a little bigger than this.
I can't even watch one.
But
Fuck
we make
that.
it work, bro. So it's tomorrow Friday.
Bang.
Shots up.
Bang.
Real quick, my mental health is it's pretty solid. It's not bad. It's not great. Birthday coming up this Monday. Doing a game night, celebrating it on this
Happy
Saturday.
early birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I like her. We need to give her back.
I wanna
None of
come
you
to that shit.
motherfuckers
What?
said anything
Don't do that.
Well, I didn't say nothing to the.
Don't do
to the
that.
day of.
Yeah, because I don't. Well,
I
no,
need
no,
my
no,
shit
no.
in advance,
No, I'm
nigga.
saying. Oh, you talking about the happy birthday? I thought you were saying was I coming?
Whoa, that's okay. Let's
What?
jump into the topic, man.
No. Let's go back to that.
Well, cute.
Let's go back to that.
You come
No,
where?
let's not.
To Q's house.
What's the first time, huh?
To
I'ma
Q's
let
house
you
for the
know.
dog game
I'm gonna
night.
try. That's my daddy birthday. I know I'm very close to my dad.
Okay.
I just got
That's all I,
gigs
that's all I ask.
all fucking
I
day.
understand, man. People
That's
work.
all.
People got kids, obviously.
That's
They not
all.
here. I understand, man. People got lives.
But I will try my absolute best to be.
Yo,
Topic.
Look,
What's
look,
up?
man, come
Let's
on.
go. Topic.
Nicki
Topic. We here.
and Cardi B fight situation.
Yes.
Fake fight situation.
Y'all go ahead and take this. I'm going to just sit back.
I fucking
Can I go
hate
with
this
this?
nigga, bro.
Fake
Check me out.
fight
What you want to start off with this shit? You want to start off?
Sure, because let me tell y'all.
I'm gonna tell y'all my fucking problem.
Yes, because when I first saw about it, I was at my friend's birthday little gathering. I was drinking on my Henny. So I'm just playing.
She instantly hit us up about it though. That's what's up. She
I
hit us
really
up about that
did.
shit.
I was so like turned, but
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
I don't know, because I see both sides of the spectrum, because I did listen to Queen Radio. Well, I heard the snippets of it because I don't really mess with her. But I do feel as if if she did like a tweet or talk about her child, that's a problem. Because I don't have children, but I do have like a goddaughter. I do have my nieces and nephews. Someone talk about them, it's a wrap. Like, that's all we gonna scrap. It's just
Fact.
how it is.
Facts,
But
nigga.
the fact that like she be having her friends like Brooke and Ra Ali fight for her, they so stupid because they got nothing to lose.
I don't
So-
even know who those people are.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna be honest.
Exactly. So they be over
You a
there
Barb?
fighting for.
You a Barb?
I'm a Miana.
All right, cool. There we go.
And I'm
Fuck
like-
the Barbs,
and
all
I'm
right?
not even Barty
It's on record, man. Fuck the Barbs, man.
Yeah,
Like
but
that.
I just wanted before you know, I wouldn't have said that if you was a Barb.
and
Fuck the
wrong
Barbs,
is
Oh my
nigga.
God.
Y'all niggas.
Very
But if
disrespectful.
it's
Very
very,
vulgar.
very,
vulgar.
but listen,
niggas.
but if Nicki gonna talk that talk in her rap, she better live that shit though. Because let me
Man.
tell y'all, if I'm gonna talk that shit every day, and somebody step to me, oh, we best believe gonna fight.
Oh shit.
If I'm gonna be on this station right now,
Ow.
and I say I don't like such and such, and then she come up here, we gonna fight. That's just how I was raised. We gonna fight. And the fact that she was just gonna sit in a corner, it ain't gonna do nothing. But then get on Queen Radio and got so much to say.
I'm staying right here.
Dog.
I'm staying right here.
Okay, let me. These little hoop earrings will come right off. And we gonna fight. What's good? I mean, What's up?
Okay, so you good? You good with that?
But then also, I will say Cardi B did live with her lyrics. She said, "Cause she gonna do what to who? Let's
That's what
find
I'm saying.
out."
So you cool with that whole situation, right?
I wish they would have fought.
Okay, there we go. I mean, no, I'm on the same page.
I wish they would have fought.
My fucking issue is why is it a fucking problem? Because these niggas was trying to fight at Fashion Week. That's all I've been hearing. Oh wait, y'all niggas is around the white folk. Don't do this, because if this shit was at a club in New York,
Don't say it would have went down because it would not have.
I'm not saying that it would have went down. What I'm saying is niggas wouldn't be talking like this, like, oh, Cardi gotta cut it out. She gotta stop. She gotta stop this shit. She gotta stop this shit. Like, stop what? Like, yo, how many
Listen.
times do these niggas have to run into each other? It ain't like if we get into it with some niggas,
You right.
we gonna see them niggas.
Don't bring us.
I almost fought my aunt.
We gonna see them niggas. We probably gonna go see them niggas. So when you famous, bro,
I'm that. Yeah.
when you famous and you don't have like a lot of opportunity to run into a nigga, I don't give a fuck if we at Fashion Week. I'm gonna beat your ass right here.
Man, period. Fuck that shit. You talk that cash, back it up. If it's on site, it's on fucking site. Don't
Punk ass.
You know I'm sitting right here. I'm not talking about this shit.
And I always tell people,
Bro, but we on another time. We ain't talking about Nick.
Nick deals with Nikki.
Nikki
goddamn
can't
it.
fucking fight. We know
fucking
that. We
affiliate.
see that.
Yo,
We see
hold
that.
on.
Fucking Nikki.
come on, girl, we gotta. This is us against them.
Jamal
Yeah, I
sitting
wanna
here
hear- I
about
wanna
to
hear
say
women's
some
opinion on this matter.
Okay, all right,
groundbreaking shit.
So,
About to say some groundbreaking shit.
I mean, my take at first, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was like, all right, Cardi, good shit. As a mother, okay, you not finna talk about nobody's kid. I get it. However,
Yeah.
Okay, I like the however.
now,
Oh shit. What are you doing?
Oh,
Hey, I'm looking at the soundboard like, oh, I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up this Red Bull.
I'm fucking with my
I
man.
see where she's leading.
So
and I-
anyway,
I don't
however, only thing that I kind of had a problem, only thing I really had a problem with was the fact that Cardi said that she did that because somebody was talking about her child. Now, I love Cardi. That's my baby. But you can't sit up here and be mad at somebody for doing something that you did too. You being a
Yeah.
hypocrite to your own actions. You said some shit about somebody else's child being dead to a fan that you didn't even know.
She your mother now.
But now I understand that, and that's why I'm like, she get it now. That's what I was just gonna say. She understand it now. At first, she was just talking all that shit because she didn't give a fuck. Now you a mother and you understand how that shit feel. It's
me
a whole
ask you
different
this.
Can you
story.
explain that story?
Let me ask
for
you
them that
this.
don't know?
Do you think, because I think that was just a cop-out on why she was trying to scrap. I think she really just wanted to fight.
I think she did so.
I think that was cop.
think she
She's
did.
talking about my kid. Like,
I
Did you
think
see her
that just,
note
it
in
just
front of all these white people, she's talking about my kid.
It just put the icing on the cake. Like it I ain't gonna lie. If I seen a bitch that I don't like something that somebody said negative about me being a parent or anything about me, so I'm fucking you up. And when I say on site, I mean on fucking site.
Like that.
Like I don't give a fuck if we at your grandma's house, you at the motherfucking store,
Go on.
prescriptions. I don't care what it is. That's my baby. I'm fucking you
www.beatthat.com on
up.
site.
Period.
There we
Like that's
go.
really what's on site. I'm not finna sit here and say on site with my homegirls and shit. No, when it's on site, it's on motherfucking site.
Well, do it live.
Let's do it live. Fuck it.
Do it live.
Hey, look,
I
I want to bring
I
bring
agree.
one thing up, man. Let's not forget about how at the fucking award show, you fucking big and bad on
You ain't wanna
stage
talk about
calling
it.
out
Miley
fuck that shit.
Cyrus.
Miley fucking Cyrus.
Miley ain't wanna talk
Miley
about
was
it.
good. Miley what?
That's Hannah Montana.
Bitch, what? You
You ain't
trying to
wanna-
fight fucking Billy Ray Cyrus?
You ain't
Dog?
want to talk about it.
The same person you got
fuck
the
It's
idea
fun to
for the
talk
dildos
about.
on the
Yeah,
stage
it's
from.
fun to talk
Okay,
about.
then also like piggybacking off of her, yes. When I remember that tweet or that comment that Cardi said, I was like, you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Now you understand as a mother that it kids are off limits.
Yes.
So you get what you put out in the universe. But
That
like
wasn't the
someone-
reason. She just
But
been wanting to
that's-
fight
and I
this
was gonna
bitch.
say, I think that was icing on the cake because you see when she had made her post like she been trying to stop my bag. She told people not to work with me, which is true because nobody listened to Little Kim when Little Kim said that. Little Kim Ben said that little Nicki Minaj was doing that.
K. Michelle said
K.
it.
Michelle,
Remy said
Remy
it.
but
Few
nobody
people.
wanted to believe. They just thought, oh, they has-beens. That's why they saying it. But then when Cardi coming out and saying like, this is what's really going on, and on top
Niggas
of
want to
that,
play Inspector Gadget and
And
investigate.
then somebody gonna say, where the receipts at? I don't see Nicki doing this. Duh, because it's smart. She doing it in hiding. You get what I'm saying? And even Charlamagne said it. Charlamagne said she did the same shit to Angie Martinez. So, are you just got me on camera just laughing at me or something?
I was a nigga, dog.
But yeah, but like I said, I don't have any kids, but my nieces and my goddaughter, my nephews,
That's right.
Kids is off
Whatever you
limits.
and Emil
I don't
make.
care what nobody say.
listen,
Kids is off
even about
limits.
Emil,
Period.
I'll fight over Emil. I swear to God, I would.
That's what's up, man. Emil ain't gonna fight over himself. So
Alright,
that's
can I
what's
go?
up. I'm glad he got you. I'm glad he got you.
Can I go?
Go ahead,
Go
man.
ahead, man.
Go crazy.
So,
We only spent about 5 to 10 more minutes.
yeah, we done after this, right?
We finished.
Okay, cool.
We finished.
So,
I like that.
I just wanted to know if niggas thought it was wrong or not. Because everybody's saying it's wrong because who was in front of?
ladies, y'all ready?
Q.
Yes. Thank you. You just heard it. I'm gonna say it right here. What type of shit
All
are you
right, real
on?
shit though. So, say
Sexist.
I don't
bastard.
see an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like everybody make it, like you said,
Yeah,
everybody
you
making
better
that
not
big
see a
deal
goddamn issue with it.
with this whole it's that fashion week shit.
I don't.
I really feel like so. The first episode we talked about Draymond and Tristan, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same situation for real. So it's just like once you put that whole when I see you, it's like you said, it's on site. What the fuck do you think that means?
I don't
The
care if
only
it's at a
person-
funeral or a wedding or whatever the fuck.
You can be at the
I don't
fucking
give a fuck.
hospice waiting on your
Right. I don't
relative
give
to
a
pass
fuck.
away.
You
so
said,
it's
you said it's
over.
on site. What's up?
We both mad. You about to
We right
lose somebody.
here.
You done pissed me off. We both
I'm
mad.
a
It's about to be a
bomb for
dog ass match.
Okay.
Bro, I heard
real
Cardi
shit,
like
though.
Entourage got the getting brolic in that bitch
My
though.
thing,
I heard
At
a
my
lot of
aunt's
shit.
funeral, I
That's what I
hopped
heard.
in the car.
Heard they.
oh, Craig D's,
Crack Diesel,
Everybody
in the
clap it up
building.
for
Crack
Craig.
Diesel in the
What's
motherfucking
good?
building.
Melodies from heaven.
Facebook post at
Rain
me.
down on me.
Hey,
Remind me. Hey man.
We here. We here.
Okay.
guess who we
We
talking
here.
about?
You don't want to know.
Nicki Minaj.
Exactly. You already-
He saw the topics.
He just
He
came
saw
in
the.
here.
He saw the.
already
He
knew.
saw the
He
topics.
saw the
He saw the
itinerary.
topics, guys. All right.
Alright.
Yeah, I did. I
Real
tried
shit,
to prep.
last shit, because I know Craig don't really want to talk about it, but
Yeah,
we gotta stop.
No. He gotta get his rocks off on this bitch.
No, he don't.
feel the
He
same way
don't
I
want to talk
feel.
about it. He don't want to talk about it.
We're
It's
not
like,
talking about
offer
Nicki.
an
All right.
opinion.
Oh,
We're not
okay.
talking-
go ahead.
So
He
listen,
went
all
off
right,
for
all I
Your
want to
father,
say,
you should know how this.
all I want to say is we gotta stop always downplaying ourselves because of other races and saying we gotta watch how we act.
Oh, yeah.
and all of this.
I'm
shit.
so tired
because
of that.
other
Facts,
races
'cause
don't
I'm
give-
going to
hold on,
Fashion
wait,
Week
wait,
2
wait,
pop
wait,
off, nigga.
Wait.
Like,
Because everybody don't give a fuck how they act around us. So let's just stop that bullshit and
That's a good
keep it
point.
pushing.
go to Alliance tailgate, boy.
like
And they and that bitch scrapping like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah,
down
Like
there.
Charlamagne said, half of the people up there are cokeheads. So then again, it's
Yeah.
sex deviants.
Respect yourself.
So-
Like, just respect yourself.
All I'm saying is
That's it.
Your mic clear? You came in here. Your mic
Right.
clear as hell. Hold on.
I don't even know who the
Keep
fuck
Sweat.
That's-
The fuck?
that's
Hold
I
on.
don't even know who that is.
Can y'all
what
put my mic
happened.
on Keep Sweat? I like that.
Right, turn
I
people
definitely
up.
got, you know.
So all I want to say is I wish they
sad.
had fought and got it over with. Because the thing is, I knew that Nicki was going to pull that shit on her podcast, talking crazy, talking all this shit, but she ain't say shit there.
She gonna say, I'm not them bitches from the strip club.
And it's just like, don't none of that
You
shit
can't
matter.
Like what? Like it was about 2 weeks ago when she was like threatening like DJ Self, like saying like she had
Right.
Hit him.
Right, had
Yeah.
people
in
form.
the cut. Like I got 'em ready for you. Like all right, like but now, you know you have another female, in which you're at the same level. You're in the same realm. And you don't want to do anything.
Oh
So
shit, there that bitch go right there.
it's kind of crazy.
That's what it was. Like,
Yeah,
that bitch
like,
go
you
right
know
there.
what
We
I'm
about
Oh,
to get a
I thought you was
shank.
talking about something serious.
And then for those that kept saying
Like, hold
that,
on. What's
Where
Can I say this?
where they at?
For those that kept saying like Cardi B got beat up because she got a knot on her head, she probably got elbowed in by the security
That's
guard.
been
And
confirmed.
first,
People
and
said she
first
got
and
elbowed.
foremost, like I hate people that say like, well, she got a bruise, she lost. No, that does not mean that. Like
Exactly.
Floyd Mayweather get beat up.
That's-
I mean,
that's
he
also
get bruises,
true.
but I don't mean he lost.
You-
Where
Like,
Floyd bruises
Yeah,
at?
because we fought at U of M before, and Mark was the only nigga with a bruise. We ain't lose. He didn't get beat up, but he just got hit that one time.
I just
He
hate
just got hit that one time.
Ah.
I'm just saying, he got hit that one time.
Drop a bomb for Ballhead Mark.
All right, man. Let's
My camera.
We're going to move.
It wasn't
I
about
will give
Nicki.
y'all that.
fuck the
It
whole
wasn't
topic.
about
It was
Nicki.
associated with.
All right,
Bro,
so
it's not
again,
associated. All right, so we all
wait,
agree.
I didn't prep But I'm going to freestyle my shit today.
Okay.
Nas and Khalees. Somebody explain what the hell is going on.
Please do,
So-
'cause I don't know what the fuck.
Bro, that is
That
the order.
was-
That was
Before
just
that?
disappointing.
Yes.
What fucking topic list you shoot?
So-
That's the list I
No,
got.
look, it's just a disappointing thing.
Yes, you
The
right.
tea is.
I didn't.
I guess
Combo
you're
breaker.
right. Go ahead.
That's bad.
Speak on
You
it.
know what?
Speak on it.
Give me
You
a
ready? You
combo
go ahead.
breaker.
You talk about this.
I'm just
Go
saying,
ahead.
it's to me, you know, looking at Nas. Anytime you see like legends in the game,
Fuck Nas do.
Yeah, I'm curious.
like
Oh, you didn't. Oh, you
Oh,
no.
Khalees did
really?
the bullshit.
Oh,
let's
okay,
go.
okay. Go ahead and explain.
Yeah, what
Okay, yeah,
Fuck.
Khalees did do
This
the
happened
bullshit.
last week.
I ain't hip.
Yeah, but
You could tell.
I'm a guy like I don't really indulge in like Twitter rants,
This is Scott
IG
Diesel,
rants,
everybody.
Facebook rants. Like I'll give you a few thoughts, but I guess Nas he went into like this long, like this is a very very like long caption that he put, and he explained like basically the relationship between him and Khalees. He explained he's mad because he's not getting to see his son like that. She's still, you know, Khalees has been very publicly bitter. Like she's been very bitter, like consistently. Like when it's been about the kids, they've been bringing. She's always brought things about Nas as far as like even domestic violence allegations,
Drinking and stuff.
yeah, alcoholism, all type of shit. Like she's really like going in on Nas, and I think he had enough. But still, just seeing like Nas, like I'm just picturing Nas just on the phone, just looking crazy, just like I can't. That's not the Nas. Like I grew up like listening to like Nas, like grimy Nas, like you know what I'm saying, like you. And then it's a conflicting image, like to me, like
I
when
think it's because the kid was involved.
yeah,
when you
I understand that, but what does him basically him responding? It's not doing anything for him at all. Like it's not not doing anything for his case, because I'm assuming like he has a legal case because they're married. They have custody. Like yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's not helping with his case. It's not helping your public perception. Because people that was on your side, they was gonna be on your side regardless. Like I don't see people like looking at this like IG rant and being like, I didn't know Nas cared about his kids like that. Like I think people already had like what they thought on each side. So him doing that,
and with that though, we in the age where a nigga don't really care about the rant, not about what you talk about in the rant. They just want to read it and see it. And
exactly.
And
I'm
they
saying
don't want
so-
to examine it like, damn, this
But I
nigga really
feel
talking
like
some
for
shit.
me,
But
They
I'm
just
saying-
want the tea. They
if
just want to
she
shade
is
room
able
some shit.
to go,
But
on these,
that's all it is though.
Yeah, they
I
just
feel
wanna
like
shade
if
room
she's
some shit.
able to go on these rants about Nas and what he did in the past,
I
why
didn't even know
can't
she was
he?
going on rants, bro. I don't
What
really
are
care
the
too much
rants about?
So basically, she was saying that he cheated, he was abusing her, he had a drinking problem, and then y'all are new. I don't know. Khalees, when she first came out, she did have that "I hate you so much," right? Like she had so much anger, and he looked past that, and he did say she was there from when his mother had died, I believe, or his father. One of them had passed away, but in a way, he tried to insinuate that she could, she added on to his drinking and to the toxicity of their relationship. But I just feel like if she's able to go and talk about what he did to her, why can't he do the same thing?
Well,
I
why
just feel like that
do
shit
it?
messy.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
It is
Cause
messy.
messy. And that nigga's a legend. Like Nas is
Let me
a
give you a couple
legend,
quotes
bro.
from this nigga shit.
Wasn't Nicki fucking Nas too?
Yeah.
You
look
want
who
to talk?
brought up
Yeah,
Nicki.
you want to
It's
talk about this?
messy.
shit.
I think I would
I don't
appreciate
like
it more if he did an actual interview versus on Instagram.
Don't
So
do
here's-
that.
I didn't,
here's
read, I
some
didn't
of the
read it, to
things.
be honest.
Here's some of the things you said. Why did I have to take you to court to see our son? Why do you need to have control over my life? I haven't been the most faithful husband. He's just writing this
This is
open letter.
Nas.
It's like, yo,
Yeah,
Bro, this Nas, bro.
Illmatic? Is this? This
honestly-
what we-
It's not even.
But you know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead, bro.
Illmatic Nas and today's Nas is two different Nases.
I don't know. I don't know either one.
Number
of those
two,
niggas. All right.
Number
That's just
two-
was weird for me.
I think that he wasn't a sober mind when he did. And I honestly haven't read it, but just from what y'all are saying,
Oh, you said
It's a lot of shit built up. I feel like he probably was under something. I don't think that he soberly would have just went.
I'm
you
not
know.
with
I
that
thought
shit,
that
bro.
too.
You
He
know
probably
that, bro.
was
Like, I just feel like
I don't like all that.
niggas
I
niggas
don't like
do that
personal
shit.
shit on social media.
Yeah,
bro.
like that
Yeah.
shit. That
Especially,
shit.
especially if he
Like,
don't have a
that shit
history of it. Now I understand if it was like Tyrese or somebody that has a history of that bullshit.
no.
but
I don't fuck
Nas-
with nobody doing
know,
that shit like
you know what
that
I'm
shit.
saying?
Anytime
But
But
that
I
was
think,
too much,
I don't want
bro.
y'all thinking
Like,
that I support it. I'm
just
just
saying.
saying that like it's because I hate that stuff
What
too.
more
I
do
honestly
you
didn't read it. I
want
saw
from me?
I seen how many pages it went on. I stopped reading it because it made my head hurt. But I will say though,
Oh my god.
at this with the
We
same
need that
token,
on the song.
we gotta
We
keep
do.
that same
We
energy
do.
with women too. Like, and I'm all about women. Y'all know my minor in gender studies, so I feel like if she's
Dude, I hate
able
all that
to-
shit. I hate all that social media.
Yeah,
wild.
that's-
I do
shit
too,
whack, bro.
but if she's gonna do it, then he gotta have his voice and speak up as well. He did the wrong
He
way.
don't have to. That's
Niggas
what I'm
need to
saying. Like,
be
okay,
like Cardi, man.
Okay,
On
I'm
site,
saying
nigga,
like
face to face, nigga.
if this is all about because even the way he was wording it, it was worded like it was to her. Like, so y'all about to have this conversation on the internet? Like that shit is too much.
He
Y'all
want
still
people
got
to
a
see his
kid.
side. He thought that was the right way.
I know he was. He had to be
Nothing.
inebriated, man.
I
He
I
had
feel
to
the same
be.
way.
Sticky
'cause
It was a bunch of shit built up, and he was
Sticky.
inebriated, and
I'm
he
not
just
with
wanted
that
to get
shit.
the
I'm
shit
just
off his
saying,
chest.
I'm just saying, like, if you
Shit
really want to
happens,
see,
man.
if you really like, speaking from a nigga that got kids, like I got 2 kids, like, if I know I'm going to court, and I know like I got custodial agreement with somebody, and I know like just period, like when I'm going to court and I'm fighting to see my kid, I want to see my kid. Like, why am I gonna put this up? Unless he just
got
got
a
to the
point.
point where he was just like, yo,
You
fuck
got a
it.
point.
Like, if you get to a
Let
point
me
like,
ask-
fuck it,
That's what I'm
but
saying. It was built
Mental
up.
I'm just
health.
saying, like,
It's been
I
up.
just can't,
Exactly.
I
Let me
can't,
ask you a
yeah,
question then. So, the real shit, do y'all
Mentally,
feel
he was
like,
fucked.
because it goes on a lot, do y'all feel like couples bring so much personal shit to it? Because it's just
Too
like,
much.
why? Okay, fuck it. We not together no more. Why does that have to do with me seeing my kid?
A lot of bitterness.
So
It's a
why
lot of.
aren't
it's-
people
Ooh, that's
letting
a
go?
whole.
That's another
Remy,
topic.
Remy said
Ah.
something real nice on that State of the Culture episode. You heard her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that's where they feel like they can hurt you at, right there. The kid.
And that's so fucked
When
up.
somebody care about the kid, that's where they
Because
can
the only
hurt you
person
at
that's
right
really
there.
well, obviously the father is hurting,
This
but the
can
kid
segue
is
to
like,
so
many
fucking,
ways, bro.
like that's crazy.
The kid too.
I've
Yeah, it's
witnessed
fucked
a
up.
lot of like people do that to children and the fathers, and it's very frustrating because there's a lot of women out here that would love for a man to be in their child's life. We ain't even got to be messing around, but as long as you come to see my child, that's all that
it. That's
matters.
all, that's it.
And I see a lot of women abusing those type of men. It's just like, girl, like you could be having a babysitter every weekend if you wanted to, if you just
And
stop
I'm
being
just
that's
going
what I'm
off. I'm
saying,
just going
man.
off working at the school, seeing the shit.
But everyone's situation is
personally.
different, so I can't speak on
You
that.
feel me? Like that shit too messy. And then again, just period. Just to, I don't know if y'all still want to talk about this shit. I
Quick
don't.
question: did y'all see the Matt Barnes and Gloria situation?
Yeah.
yeah.
Now that he should did that.
No.
If I was Nas, I would have let
ain't
it
that
build
that
up
old
to that
shit?
shit.
That
It's
old
all-
shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like I would have let it build up to that because now she can't even. She lost custody of her kid.
But my thing, I don't even want you to lose custody. It shouldn't even go that
That's
far.
what I'm
It should
saying.
never go
You know
that
what
far.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm
It should
saying.
never
Go that
It's
far.
fucked up that it has to even go to court.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
niggas
Niggas
can't
go
even be
there,
adults
bro.
and just
I understand.
we
That's
have
my main
questions from the live too, so when
What's
y'all
up?
done, I'll
Okay, I just want to
It's
speak
a
on
couple
this.
bitch-ass niggas
I
that
understand
be on
shit
that
happens,
shit too with
man.
kids,
People
nigga.
get cheated
Oh, no,
on,
for sure.
all
For
this
sure,
type
for
of
sure.
shit.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the
Nah.
worst case scenario. You know what I'm
Shots
saying?
fired.
Shit
Hey.
happens. But at
Hey.
the end of the day,
Period.
as long as your significant other is good to your fuck, you being good to you, y'all didn't work out. Move the fuck on. You grown as fuck.
That's it.
As long as a motherfucker is good to your child and they
That's
not
all
doing
that
any type of
matters.
mental, physical, emotional abuse, let the kids
Drop
see their
that bomb.
fucking parents.
Shit like
dog.
that. Shit like that.
So-
Social media be fucking that up. Like, I feel like it makes it even worse for like
Social
these
media
kids.
fuck a lot of
So
shit.
we have 2 questions. I'm gonna, well, not 2. One is a question and one is a comment. So I'm gonna read them both. So the first question is:
Is the
someone
camera on
can-
me?
Right now it is.
I'm pretty
turned on
ugly.
me.
Yeah, turn it up. Okay.
Yeah, my shit
I'm not
ain't
the best
cut
looking right
I'm
now,
gonna lose
but
us
okay.
followers and shit.
Someone said if someone bashed y'all on all the time in interviews, y'all wouldn't respond. And then the other like comment, read it again. Someone said if someone bashed you all the time in interviews, you would never respond. And then
Oh
someone
no, they gonna
else
get one
said-
episode. They gonna get one. Oh, they gonna get one. They gonna get
Okay.
a bit of smoke,
And
but
then-
it's not gonna be constant smoke every episode. They gonna get this
Yeah.
work.
And then
one time.
someone said females will always use the kids to hurt the father.
Not
Facts.
always.
Yeah, not all the
Not
time.
always.
It's
Well,
other
you're a
ways.
mother.
It's definitely not all.
It's
It's
other ways.
definitely not all.
I know a lot of
Always,
petty
no.
ass baby
It's other
daddies out
ways.
there for
Yeah.
sure.
But always is a
And
strong
that's
ass word.
another thing.
Always.
Yeah, always is
Okay.
real
I hate when people
strong.
say every,
Yeah.
always,
Never.
No,
And like I said,
And then want to put facts at the end, like, no, that ain't facts. That's not facts.
FAXX, nigga.
No, exclamation points. No,
Carfax,
that's
nigga.
that's
and that's another
not.
thing too. I hate when people be trying to let one bad apple ruin
Everything for everybody.
everything. And again, like I said, I don't have children, but I've seen a lot of kids grow up. So it is a lot of teeter-totter. A lot of women don't be on that, and some men be petty, but we.
That don't have anything. At the end of the day, all that bitterness, all the bullshit don't have nothing to do with the child.
I'm sorry, boo. Hold on, wait. He just said black females are the petty baby mamas. Proven facts. Who is this? Who is little Manny official? Because
He must got a bitter baby
Drop some
mama.
bombs on him. Bro, just drop bombs on him, Nelly.
I don't
can
understand.
you just
I mean,
Well, I
it's
can't
stereotype.
go.
Yeah, fuck
it's
your
can't
mom.
go.
stereotype. It's,
But
I think there's some really
Miles
great
J.
mothers
Prince and
out
me,
here.
fam. I can't go at you. It was coming.
But
What is
I mean,
going on?
He
We
said
got
Google me.
beefing.
Oh, excuse the hell out of me. Ooh.
Where we at? Hey, what happened? Hey, let's all recalibrate.
Miles J. Prince and me,
I know where
fam.
Dawn going. We
Miles
need to-
J.
so
Prince
listen,
and me.
Let's recalibrate.
let's
Get us back on track, big dog.
Excuse me.
So all I want to say is Nas
Bad mouth.
Nas, everybody look at you
Yo.
a certain way. So we ain't saying get out
Still
them
drinking that
feelings.
nasty?
Hit her up personally. Take
I
that
need
shit
to
off
sit
social
I'm
Something
media.
like
22,
that.
no kids.
Yeah, it's
off
nothing
without-
wrong with feeling like I just want
Feel-
to establish
you
like
feel your way.
I definitely understand like when I read like I understood what he was saying.
But you
I
don't gotta
just
take it there, bro.
you ain't gotta be on IG like you ain't gotta be on IG with that
A lot
because
of
it's
people
just
look at
it's
you
just
as a
not
goat,
helping
a legend,
anything
all
and
that
you not
shit.
even from that era like that's why it's weird to me because
Play as
nigga
fuck.
you not
Nah,
from
from
the
that
social
era,
media
bro.
era.
Period.
But that's what it
Play
is
is
now.
fucked
So if he was under the influence of something, then that is something that portrayed into that. So he probably wanted to just say his side of the story.
And that's
but
what
that's
I feel
probably
like.
why he ended up doing what he did on social media because that's where he gonna defend himself because ain't nobody trying to listen to him.
Yeah, I can.
She be in public with all
And
her
we
shit.
all
And everybody
always
getting in the ear.
I mean,
tell
and then
people
it-
how to respond sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
and it's just not cool overall because, like you said at first, it's all with the kid. Like this don't have nothing to do with y'all. That's some bitter
Let that shit
bullshit.
go.
Let that man see his child if he want to see her. That
said
is what
Lil
it is.
Man.
And you know what? You made a good point because they are in like the legal court. What if she would have been really spiteful and got
Drop
that
the
all
beat.
printed out?
That's what I'm
And
saying. She
then
obviously is.
It can
very
go back
spiteful.
and forth.
It's going to go back and forth until they actually
Yeah.
settle something. But until they can stop being bitter about one another from feelings and everything, it ain't gonna go nowhere.
Shout out to the women in power that's in the room right now.
About, man.
I like her, but she gotta come back more.
Oh,
So
I thank you.
yes, like I finally got somebody I can vibe with. I mean, I vibe with Cabo
Just
on a
do
woman
better, man.
type
Just do
thing.
better all the way
So
around.
listen, we gonna move on.
Quit being bitter and shit, man.
Watch who you sleeping with.
Damn.
Damn.
Right.
Watch who you
Now
coming
that's
in.
facts.
Everybody can be your baby mama, baby daddy.
Niggas better learn how to pull out nowadays.
You know.
You trying to go to a whole nother topic today.
We about to get into that topic.
No, wait,
That's
let's
what it is,
no.
bro. That's all it is.
Who
So
is this little Manny
drop
official?
the beat. Drop the beat.
Drop the beat.
Drop the beat.
Yeah,
Let me
Lil
get Lil
Manny,
Manny
you not gonna
together.
come at our black queens. I'm in the fucking building. What he say?
He said
Well, I'm
the
in the
fact
fucking
our
building.
generation so fucked up, you don't see couples no more. All I see is baby mamas and baby daddies.
Well,
Right or
tell that
wrong.
nigga go
Well,
marry
guess
somebody.
what?
God damn it, I'm a baby
Well,
daddy,
yeah,
buddy.
I was about to
All
say.
right.
Tell
well,
Lil Manny I got people.
Tell that
for him.
nigga go get a woman pregnant and married.
Look, little Manny was
Change
good.
shit. Tell Lil Manny change his shit up. Tell him turn into a
You
dog
gotta
man.
quit doing that.
With a name like Lil
Doing that.
Manny,
Hey,
it
black-
sounds
hey.
like you're damn near about to have 5 bitches pregnant anyway, but
He said y'all older than
So-
me. Actually, I'm only a year older than you.
Listen,
boo-boo.
man, we not about to argue with the peanut gallery,
Like,
man.
we not down in black
man.
women on the
I might
podcast.
take my-
Sorry.
Shout out to Lil Manny.
Sorry, small things to a giant, man.
All right, so listen, Drake
ain't
and Meek
doing
Mill, they together again.
I love it.
well, Drake is
Hey.
actually doing a makeup tour, man.
Hey.
Hey.
I love it.
Meek
I
Mill, Chris Brown.
Don't
Wait,
love
what
it.
what happened with
Why
his
not?
tour?
It shows you how men can
indifferent.
just come together and just.
I don't mind it. We got the songs,
You know, I
we got
just-
the beef.
You
we
know
good.
I hate
Let's
Drake.
move on.
I hate Drake.
Why?
Let's move on. I mean, we got
Drake.
He be cheesing, smiling. Come give me a hug, Meek Mill.
Drake is a fucking saint, man. Don't you dare talk about Drake.
Fuck
with that guy.
He's probably like the head
We not gonna
light-skinned
say
nigga in
Meek
charge.
ass
Right.
cheesy. We happy as shit. we happy as shit up here on this stage.
Drake
I'm
is
doing
like
this song. I'm gonna be doing forever
Listen, he needed
at every
Meek.
concert.
Drake needed Meek, bro.
Not really.
All right, man. Let's
Damn.
I like
that-
it better. I liked it better
It
when
seemed like nobody really has shit to
I
say
liked
about
I liked
this.
it better when Jay and Nas did it.
Well,
They did it better for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely,
that's a
I
whole
think that's a
nother
given. Yeah,
level.
that's a given.
I don't think
Whoa.
nobody sees Drake and Meek like that.
Yeah, you
so.
comparing apples
Yeah.
to
Niggas
tomatoes,
definitely
buddy.
see. Hey, wait a second. Niggas definitely be seeing these niggas as like the top niggas ever. Like right now, you know these little niggas be
fuck
thinking Drake and Meek.
Are the
Compared to
top
Jay and
niggas
Nas?
ever?
The top niggas ever?
Like comparing Nas and Jay-Z?
Have you spoken to any of these kids, my nigga? Like, that's what I'm saying, like,
Kids, nigga.
all right, let's just deny things that are true.
11th graders, man.
All the fucking kids I'm talking
That's
to listen to
the
fucking
generation
Uzi
that
and
owns
shit.
hip hop,
I'm about to
right?
say, they gonna
We
say
not the
Uzi
niggas.
and Yachty before Drake. and
NBA
Meek.
young boy, my nigga.
Let me tell y'all.
Lil
We not the
Baby.
niggas
Little
controlling this
Uzi
shit.
Vert is a sassy savage.
Lil
Like,
Uzi
it's dope,
Vert
man.
is going to hell when he dragging
Niggas is not-
everybody that's listening to him straight to the fucking
I do
pit.
what I want.
The niggas-
That's what I want to hear, buddy.
But my faith is great. I'ma still kind of ride to his shit a little bit, Paul. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
He looked dirty.
Dog, I mean, I'm not saying that.
So
Dog
every-
making a
wait,
makeup to
so
it. It's
you're happy
great.
with Drake and Meek.
I don't give a fuck either way.
yeah.
You're happy.
It ain't.
You took
Like,
Yes.
who
Nelly
cares?
I am.
Nell is
She
happy.
ecstatic, bro.
I'm
Slaps
ecstatic.
don't give a fuck. Craig Diesel.
I don't care.
She ecstatic,
Rihanna.
man.
Not with slaps. It is what it is. Make y'all money.
Rudeness.
They ain't paying my bills.
Fuck them. Let's move on.
My nigga Drake.
I guess I'm just saying.
Hey,
So-
he's
Why
doing
is
his
he
thing.
what? Yo, nigga Drake
He's
what?
just doing his thing.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
doing his thing.
bro.
Don't come to our barbecues.
I won't.
Light skinned devil.
Don't
I'm
to
gonna
our
come and push
barbecues.
a T and crash the bitch. But next,
Oh, that nigga gonna be old as shit by the time.
so we're going to
Old
go
as shit
into.
now.
Hey, that diss ain't matter.
Yo,
Exactly.
He calling court. Damn it.
Somebody said Lil
He
Uzi
called
go
Cole
crazy. It's
fucked
rather
up.
slap his instrumental though. I'm going to
who
hell.
was that?
Yeah.
Who else?
Block.
Mike.
No, Little Manny official. We got a troller.
Who is Little Manny? That's one of your people. That's your
Yeah,
cousin.
that's your man.
Yeah,
She's
you
on
might
the
just have
forecast.
to kick him out of there.
Oh,
No,
that's-
leave him.
Nah,
No,
Wait,
no, we want him.
wait.
Nah, kick him out of there. I don't want to hear Lil Manny no more.
Speaking of trolls, do y'all have heard that guy named Roland Ray?
Nah.
Yeah, you got hip hop.
I should not be
You
laughing.
about to
but
get me drunk before we
What's
start
going on?
talking about my topic.
What's going on? Rolling away.
Like, he been taking hella six over there.
What's
Like,
going on?
Oh my god!
point.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
put it in the group chat. You have to watch the videos. When I tell you, you're gonna be crying. Every
Okay.
day at work when I'm getting pissed off, I watch
he's
that
a
video.
homosexual in like a wheelchair. I don't know if he's like
Yeah, I
paraplegic.
ain't really trying to
He's
watch
a
it.
gay
It's
male.
hilarious.
Say he's a
It's
gay
so
male.
funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm sorry.
Can I get a Stone Cold what?
Look,
Yeah,
man.
What?
Stone Cold what? What? What?
Look, it's a lot more for hip hop.
Okay, he got.
We gonna get into that.
60,000 followers.
For now,
Let's get into this real
For now.
shit.
Let's get into this real shit, man.
let's talk about
Let's talk
what our
about
guest
sex,
has going on.
baby.
All
Let's
right.
talk about you and me.
Let's talk about all the good things.
Let her go ahead and
that makes me.
let her go
let's
ahead and
talk
tell us what she
about
got
it.
going on, what she
Oh,
does, who
goodness.
she is. Dive deeper into it.
I think I should have did
No
this
pun
in the
intended.
beginning.
No, you good. We gonna do it now.
No
No,
pun
we get you
intended.
drunk to get you
Um,
comfortable.
dive
It's your
deeper.
shine. You got the spotlight now. Don't get nervous.
I'm not nervous. Okay. Lord. All right. So I'm Miana Suave. I have a nonprofit organization called Sugar Honey Iced Tea, which is about promoting sex education and self-love within urban communities.
There we go.
I also have an adult segment, which is called Raw and Explicit, which basically talks about sex, relationships, and sexuality. It gives like relationship tips, the benefits about sex, and just more things in which us adults do and discuss.
Tips about sex, you say?
Yeah, and so that's
Could use
about
a
the
few
raw
of
and
those.
explicit portion. I also have 2 Instagram pages for the nonprofit at Sugar Honey Iced Tea org, and for the adult segment at raw _ and _ explicit _
I'm gonna need to follow that.
Go air horse.
To make those uncomfortable topics comfortable.
Yes, that is my mission, to make this topics that bring stigma to be a comfortable conversation. Because
It should be.
Yeah, it should be.
It should be. Why not?
It goes
Why
on
not?
all the time. It's something that we should all discuss comfortably. So
On that note, I just have a first question for you.
Somebody said, "Hey, cousin."
hi,
Simone World.
hi, baby.
If anybody got any questions about
I
sex,
have a-
just throw them out
Yeah,
there.
I'm gonna open it up here. As far as sex, just as one of the many factors into a healthy, successful relationship, where do you rank it? As far as like I'm trying to think of a skill. I don't want to say
Communication.
1 to 10. Yeah, like on this, like even from like communication, finances. Where do you rank sex like among those? What's a skill I can?
I mean, just
You want my personal
talking
opinion
about
or
personal needs.
I
just
Are
want.
you saying how important sex is in a
Like,
relationship?
I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to the.
my studies
Yeah,
and my
I'm talking about
suggestions?
you. We gonna get into that all that in a minute. I'm talking about you. What do you feel like sex ranks?
A 7.
Okay, 7 out of 10.
Out of 10.
Yep.
Yeah,
7 out of 10.
out of 10.
It's huge. I think it.
That's big. 70%.
Sexism.
Like,
Wait,
come on.
7
man.
is like
7 out of 10.
7 out of
70%.
10.
We just mean as far as importance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as importance, yeah.
Because they always say if
Craig
you
said I'm
don't
ranking at a 12.
have sex,
Like I said,
I'm a little high Richter scale. A little low, but
I mean, it may be kind of low, but at the same time, like there is other ways to get satisfaction within your relationship. Is then if you not satisfied fully within your sex life with your partner, it is ways of teaching them and y'all doing stuff and just communicating more in regards of how to bring your desires, your fantasies, your fetishes all together.
I think 7 was a little high, but they think it's low. I thought it was high.
No,
but
it was a
No,
joke.
I was just okay. I was about to say. I'm like, damn.
I think it's
joking around.
Yeah.
So what's some things that?
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. I already asked
wait a
my
minute.
question.
Wait a
Go
minute.
ahead.
Wait a minute. No, because I'm trying to piggyback. Damn, you made me forget what the
I'm
fuck
sorry.
I said. Oh, all right. You said because there's ways to teach. Mm-hmm. Now I'm 30. All right. Now I walk into a damn relationship. I'm not trying to teach a goddamn thing.
But
You
at
know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
time, you may be fucking with somebody that you don't have no experience with. Y'all have two different things, so you're going to have to learn one another. So you are teaching.
combo breaker.
Well, I'm on some
yeah,
shit.
hey.
He gonna do it for himself. He gonna
No,
do it
it's
for
serious
himself.
Combo breaker
Yeah,
yourself.
man, hit that shit.
Combo breaker yourself. Fucking question. All right. Now, what I'm saying is like, what if these niggas really just aren't
so like
good at sex? You know what I'm saying?
Then
like,
you move on to somebody else that you compatible with.
there we go. That's what we.
So okay, so without sex,
That's what I was looking
without,
for.
I don't want to say
Look at
without at
That's
least
what I was looking
decent,
for.
hurt over
without decent
Nah,
sex,
I'm-
you don't think the relationship has any chance?
Co-sign.
That's what I was looking for right there.
Okay.
Not good sex, of course, but if it's just
mediocre.
bare minimum, not even subpar, just average, do you think that the relationship has a chance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
But don't you gotta have like a lot of factors around that?
Yes,
like,
you do.
So
yeah.
everything else got to be that much
It-
better. Okay.
compensate.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, and I'm not just talking
feel like
personally.
y'all
That's just
going
in
kinda
You know
general.
that story. You know that story. You
Hold on, let me use the bathroom real quick because I got
Let
me
me-
fucked up.
I
Like
feel
I'm asking these.
Q was
weak-ass
talking about
questions.
like this chick eating oatmeal.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
Out his ass. She wasn't with it. It was weird. It was weird. She wasn't with that shit. I don't see how you go around that type of shit, man. Yeah, that's why he walking out. He knows it's true. We can move on. We know it's true
I have a
though.
question.
fuck
It's
up,
more.
bro.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro.
Oh my
It's
God.
on wax now.
I have a good question. Okay.
It's on
So
wax.
like not everyone knows, but like Miles knows. So like
Whoa.
not like no, but because I've been around just since I crossed.
No, I
So
know
like
it's fucking shit.
So-
damn son,
You
where
middle.
you find this?
What's going on here
like
today?
when I told you earlier, like I'm so conservative. Like everything about like when I think of sex, I'm such a kid. I laugh. So
Sex.
Dog.
You got me laughing just by saying it like that, though.
Right. But the thing is, and like this is very like personal. For I'm gonna be open with y'all. Like I lost my virginity at the age of 20.
Okay, that's what's
23.
up. Shit.
That's what's up.
So it's like for me, I only have one sex partner, and
That's fine.
Yeah, and that's fine for me. I appreciate that. So he's very patient, but sometimes I just be laughing. So how can you give a girl advice of how to be more comfortable with
Man,
it?
I would have walked
I
off.
fucking like your
I hate
openness, man.
No,
I'm very
Because I would have been like,
I'll be
this is
so
over.
mad, bro.
This is over.
But
I'm
I
all in there.
try, like,
I'm in
and
there
I-
hip rolling and shit. And you laugh at me like,
I'm working my hardest.
I don't laugh in
trying.
the
Drop a
moment,
bomb for a nigga Miles.
but
Hip
it just
rolling.
be like when we first met, I used to laugh like, oh my god, like not like don't worry.
I mean, it's
but-
something new for you. It's a new thing. Like you get comfortable
No.
with something. So it's a difference.
No, I
Jesus
don't.
Christ,
No, I don't. I don't laugh during. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope you're not.
So my friends, so like when my friends
self-esteem
have
issue.
conversations about like sex or whatever, I just be laughing, and they just be like, "Trinity, what is so fun?" I'd be like, "Y'all have to understand.
It's just
I
different
lost
from
it
you. Yeah,
at
it's different.
20.
And it's just like it's,
What we
it's
talking
just
about,
a
I
new
just
thing
had
for
to-
you.
It's so new
If
for me.
okay, hold on. So rudeness. If you know you setting the mood and shit, you feel me? You eating shit right, and she just busts out laughing. What the fuck do you?
I don't laugh during it.
It depends on the tone of laugh. Like, is it a or is
No,
it like,
Charnel like,
or is it just like,
Wait a minute.
or is it just like a, you know what I'm saying, a
You
little
had
snicker?
a little snicker while you.
No, I'm just saying it could all depend. I would feel uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck happened?
No.
I guess I'm not doing my best.
It's like
I guess.
Basically, I'm a joke. So basically, I'm a fucking joke right now
I'm not
down
doing
here.
my
Just,
best.
you know.
This made it personal. But the thing, like, right after, like, when I like first lost it, I was like, I can't believe I did that. Like, I literally teared up because I thought I was losing my time. I got married. I swear, like,
Fucking whore.
I mean, it's something new for you. It was something new for you.
Yeah,
but again, I'm so conservative, so.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Y'all is just
Baby.
fucking down this
Little
way.
baby. I lost my
sorry.
shit now.
Good, bro. Like
11th
what it
grade?
was.
I was about to say I
My
was 16.
friend was
Right.
like, I was 14. I said, you was what? I said, I was eating applesauce still.
Somebody, I still
I don't
eat
even
applesauce.
know
Yeah,
She said I was eating
Applesauce
applesauce.
is still.
pussy was disgusting to me.
So I got a question. I don't know if y'all really dived into this yet, but what during sexual? It could be either during foreplay or during the actual, during the actual act. What gives you the most pleasure?
Nasty. What the fuck type
Wait,
of questions is
what?
we asking?
No, I'm asking as far as listen. I'm trying to get tips. I'm trying to make sure I'm good in the bedroom. So I'm asking you personally, what, even if it could be like a position, getting hit, getting picked up, the foreplay, dressing up. What gives you, like, what turns you on during, or what, you know what I'm saying? You get the question?
I understand what you're saying, but I'm just gonna speak in general.
In general, okay.
I'm
My
gonna
bad.
speak in general.
I don't know where your status is right now. I'm
Start
sorry.
turning
I'm
shit
in
into
the
lip
relationship.
service with Angela Yee, my
Damn
nigga.
it, you talking about Angela?
You know, you gotta be real.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
like,
Speak in general.
I
Speak in general.
get what
Give
you're
me some
saying though,
tips.
because
Give me
you're
some
not,
I'll take it there.
But
I'm sorry.
No, I get what you're saying though. So that's why I'm just like, okay. But like in general, like really, it just really depends on the person you fucking with. Like at the end of the day, you gotta ask them what you more into. Like, do you like foreplay? Some people don't like foreplay. Some people don't like. Some people just want to get it over with. Some people want that, that built up anticipation so that they can go ahead and do what they want to do. It really just depends on the person and what their likings is. So you really just gotta communicate.
Ooh, that
And I'm
communication
just gonna
word.
really put that down on there. You have to communicate
Can I go
with your
next?
partners because
ahead, do your
you're
thing.
not gonna know. Like if you want to show out with your partners, you have to communicate. Period.
Communication
I
go a
like that
long
word. I like
does.
communication.
It
does.
I would honestly put that like first on my
That's the
list for a
biggest thing in a
successful relationship
relationship.
is
It's
communication.
the biggest thing. You have to
You
have
don't have that,
communication
bro.
in a whole bunch of ways. You have to have
downhill.
communication
'Cause
physically,
sex
Y'all can be fucking like- y'all can be
and
fucking like-
an
emotionally.
extension.
Yeah.
It's an
Y'all
extension
can be
of
fucking like rabbits,
communication.
but-
It's I feel like that's the one thing that's lost when people talk about sex. It is to have the best. It has to be between two people that know each other. Like I feel like, or have an idea for.
They have to have a chemistry that right
Yeah,
energy
you know what I'm saying. Like
amongst
you
each
have
other.
to, you have to know. You have to have a deep knowing to have like. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that person needs to know, you got to have some type of experience. Like, I don't think, like, a lot of people, like, if you pop something off, like, you know what I'm saying, one time with somebody, I don't know if that's going to be the best time that you have sex with somebody ever. Like, that first time, like, you might just have, like, that great chemistry, but I feel like it is, like, knowing a person and having communication and being honest.
I
and-
can't sit next to Miles next episode.
I mean, you were
What
running.
you gotta
you were
say,
running to
Phil?
some.
Right.
You were running to some one night stands. That was like, holy shit.
Yeah, but what if you had
We
another
ain't
chance?
never spoken goddamn.
I'm saying,
bells.
what if you have another
Listen.
chance, like knowing
Stop
Miles,
exactly?
you better be careful what you
Miles.
say because
Listen,
it might be
I wanna
spelled.
shout- I
Sometimes those
wanna shout-
chances
hey,
don't come around.
Right.
She
I want to
gon-
shout out to the wife. This
Right, yeah, now you gonna start.
Yeah, you better
this
shout
is-
her out.
Wait, this is
Right.
Miles.
Shout sis out.
40 years
Hey, don't
ago.
do that shit. I'm married too. All right, let's rewind it. I'm married. I'm married too. I'm just having an honest conversation. What you doing?
Listen.
What are you doing? You talking shit about me like we should go. What are
I
you doing?
said shit.
First off, I'm married before we started talking about these things. I don't know what this nigga is. You know, I don't know what this nigga talking about.
They envy now.
Listen.
Everything he got to say.
All I'm saying is this
I
is
don't
Miles.
cheat no more.
But that
This is
nigga
Miles
cheated. He
40
had
years
to,
ago.
man. He gotta
Okay,
do that shit.
let's make this clear. Miles 40 years ago.
That was
about
Child
3 years
R.
ago.
Kelly story you about to
Right.
tell us?
I'm gonna disagree with Craig Diesel.
Okay.
On what?
Why?
Okay.
What are you
Because-
disagreeing on and why?
You're saying that you have to have this great bond with somebody to have great sex, and I don't feel like that's true.
To have
I
the
don't
best.
either.
The
to
best
have-
I don't think
sex?
that's true either.
Nah,
Oh, okay.
because
It's so different.
All right,
from
because
let's
I'm,
just say
I
that
know
I'm
what
saying,
you
I'm,
said,
saying,
though.
I'm
I know
saying
what
like,
you're saying.
you
Yeah.
gotta know if y'all niggas get what
You
I'm
have the
saying.
best
Don't be coming
intimate-
out here shutting me down.
You can have the best intimate
you can make
sex
you
for
can have
sure.
the best, like making love.
Yeah, like chemistry.
Okay,
Yeah, making love.
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
making
That's
love.
fine.
Porno
that's-
shit.
Nah,
That's
that
all I'm
brothers.
saying.
But that nut,
Oh.
I'm
yeah,
Yeah, facts.
yeah.
Look,
That
Alright.
motherfucker ain't come from no motherfucker I was in love
Go back to
with.
what I was saying. Go back to rudeness.
What I do?
Your question.
What about it?
Why? Well, what did
What
you disagree
turns
with and
you
why?
on
Oh,
and
that's
shit, whatever.
I was wrong. As hell.
Oh, you want to tell? You want
what
to tell
turns
us?
you on?
What turns you on?
No, I'm not doing all that.
I
but
was
I'm just
saying.
saying.
Miles like getting his nipples rubbed.
What
bro.
you like?
I like car sex.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hate
I
it.
like car sex.
It depends on what. It depends on what kind of vehicle.
No, I
it
didn't
is.
say it was.
Hate it.
I
Gotta be
like
a
car
van.
sex. You feel me? The van.
It gotta be a van.
Scooby-Doo
you
fan.
gotta have space.
Yeah, it
This
gotta
nigga
be
fucking
space,
in a
bro.
mystery machine.
Yeah, it gotta be space. Bro. It gotta be space.
You know what? I got a question.
Scooby-Doo,
Wait.
nigga.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I got a question. So I never took perks. You feel me?
I want to do it. That's another.
I
topic.
hear
Whoa.
that's great sex.
Can I tell
Perk sex.
my experience at the strip club in Atlanta?
Oh, shit.
Oh, all right.
Did you pay? Did you
What's
pay
going
for
on?
it?
No, I didn't take one, but I got a lot of shots from the owner, and I still have his business card.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was
Email?
trying to recruit me.
Swiper.
He said that he would send me back out. So if I went back to Atlanta, I'ma just let him send me out. And then
Emil, y'all missing out on some dollars over here.
One night only, go crazy. One night only, go crazy.
no,
I will
When I
smack
went
the
to
shit
the-
out of her. What she got on? Talking about some flying out to
What you mean? It's one night.
I don't give a fuck
Man,
what
you
it
get
is.
that 5 bands, man. Bring that
Listen.
shit back to the crib. We're gonna invest.
I will say
Hey,
my
You
dad
say that now, Q.
pissed.
You say that now.
because I was shitty drunk.
What's
off
the
Henny.
player?
Y'all know I
What's
love
the
Henny.
Players Club quote?
Use what you
Got to get what you want.
You hear me?
Money.
Here's a huge
But no,
question.
what I was going back to was they be was selling like perks and like the ecstasy pill. They call them beans down there.
That was on a party pack.
Beans.
And a little sandwich bag.
I ain't heard that in a minute.
Yeah, okay. So the guy was
Bean.
like, he come up to me and was like,
Shout out to Gucci.
you want a pill? I said, if you get that away from me, I turned to a little a little northern little girl. If you get that away from me,
You should have took
and
half.
he gonna say, he like, to just take half of you be fine. I was like, no, I just drink. So I'm drinking Hennessy and I get drunk. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope they didn't put no pill in here. And then security guard walk up to me like, you got some perks? I was like, what the fuck? I turn around, all the girls
Sound
was
like you
just
was at a sex
high.
party or something.
I think I
Good ass
was.
time.
Might have been that Bill Cosby
Surprised you
shit.
remember.
Hey,
I
dog,
be
dog
alert
just up there
because I
overlooking
felt
the party.
uncomfortable there. So
That
I was
bitch
like
like,
really alert.
R. Kelly was in the background, like, how old are you?
Because the owner was like
Little
kind of
party.
older, and I was just like, "This is weird." The girls was touching on each other. I said, "What
how
in
it's supposed
the
to be.
Jesus is going
Where
on?"
the
up in
fuck?
there?
Where was this at?
It's called I.
Drop a bomb for that club.
What's the cover charge? They got a dress code on here?
No.
No hats?
To go out of
I bet
town.
you-
What hours of operation? That's right.
So hold on, wait. For
They
for
open
our
on Sundays?
guests, how do you feel about sex with
Bam.
liquor, drugs, and
Don't give me
like
that
what
so
does
sad.
that do for the sex
man.
life?
Okay.
I mean, again, it just varies on
Who
like
it is, right?
on who it is and what it do. Like if you like drunk sex, then
That's what you like.
that's what you like. If you like hot sex, that's what you like. I prefer drunk
I'm gonna
sex.
take it like this. Bro. I feel like a lot of people need to mind their business because I feel like a lot of people judge people off of what kind of sex and what kind of. Back to when we was talking about the three, like if you
Who all
know
they have
somebody
sex
that
with.
like threesomes, let them fucking live and have threesomes, bro.
Yes.
If they like coke sex, let them have coke. Like
Live your life.
Live your
Do
life.
what's
Do
going to
what
make you happy. Fuck whatever anybody thinks about you
Listen.
and your likings. Do what is best for you at the end of the day.
And I feel like that's the problem with a lot of people right now, bro.
Facts,
Like
I do the
everybody's
same thing.
always in somebody else's business, and I know I hate to say it, bro. I hate love and hip hop, but I've
And
been
it's
watching
labels.
this shit lately. And
Label.
Everybody is
it's
labeled
this
with
guy
something.
that got. I guess he. What's the girl from
Jay
Detroit?
Will.
Oh, you talking about?
You talking about the
Marie
Jay Will
shit.
nigga?
No,
what's his name?
Tierra Marie got
Baraka, Araka.
some nigga, and he got two girls.
Barrett.
I don't watch that, man, but-
You know what? I'm not even gonna take there.
Akbar.
I'm not even gonna go in.
Yeah, that's his
The way he
name.
do it,
I'm
kind
caught
of
up on all the storylines.
Very-
The way he kind of do it's kind of fucked up. So I'm gonna go to
This too
D-Ray.
shall pass.
D-Ray happy
Oh
as
yeah, he
fuck with
got
his shit.
multiple girlfriends.
His women are happy.
You feel me? And a lot of
D-Ray
people
Davis?
bash them,
Yeah,
and they be
he's
like,
in a poly
"Y'all
relationship.
stupid for
It's a
living this
great
life."
idea.
And it's just like,
It's
if
a
they
great
would,
idea.
fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. People
If that's
bash
what-
him and the chicks, but all of them are happy. All of them
It's a
are well
swell
aware
idea.
of what's going
Lou
on.
Williams.
Yeah,
Lou
people always
Williams,
got
he
an
another
opinion.
one.
Better than your relationship.
The will relationship is gold.
But not even there. Even if it was the other way around, if a female have two niggas and they cool and they know about it, fuck it, it's they shit.
It's their
Exactly.
lives.
It's because of
'Cause
social
it-
media,
It's
bro.
not even because
Like-
of that. It's really because of the fact of double standards and how society is in general.
Yeah.
Women are
Social
looked on to be this feminine, this soft person, this person in which they're.
I
I'm not even gonna say
Social
innocent.
media heighten that shit.
No,
Yeah,
but yeah,
heighten it, though. It does
I was about to
heighten
say
it. It
because
really
you
does.
got people who will say like, "No, you not happy." Like, how the fuck you gonna tell me if I'm happy? Like, yeah, like
My nigga, I don't see enough pictures of y'all together. You can't be happy.
Right.
Nah, it's just
you're
better that way, my
Yeah,
nigga.
because that's just supposed to solid, like just put the stamp on your happiness or your
Not even
relationship
that.
with a person.
I
See
feel
her
like
on
a lot
Mother's
of people
Day.
be jealous and wish they had that situation.
Oh yeah,
That's
and
true,
all it
too.
is. It's
That's
envy.
true,
It's
but
a lot
that
of
could be a part of it.
society.
Yeah.
but I'm saying that's just all of that heightened shit that come from social media. It's like people want to be protective of like how they come across, or you know what I'm saying, or feel like I can't just really put out like everything because people is gonna talk
Judge.
shit and
And this
you know
is-
what I'm
But
saying?
at the end of the day, fuck them.
right.
Yeah.
I'm-
It's your happiness.
I don't know
it's
how
your
true
life.
that-
It's your page. It's what the fuck you want to do.
I don't know how true that shit was as far as like with Will and Jada. But even if they are some years, what the fuck that got to do with
anybody.
anything?
Anybody.
Anybody?
They
Like,
happy.
why
They've
is that
been married
topic?
20 years plus.
Yeah,
They happy.
happy as
Right.
fuck. Like
They a blended
It's
family.
a
They
lot
happy.
of
Swinging
like-
their asses up.
Kind of like societal
Fucking different
expectations.
people
Drop a bomb
Right.
for the swingers.
So, like for instance, for Tiana Taylor and Iman, throwing it out there.
Good.
A lot of
Great
people was
relationship.
out there talking about, well,
Tiana
the
Taylor, the
Bible
ugliest,
says this, the
finest
Bible says that, and it's just like
she's not
you
attractive.
can't throw the book
She's
at
fine,
people about what they want to do with their marriage.
And you eat
their-
seafood.
she ugly, but she fine.
Exactly, that's their marriage because societal
And you judging. Sorry.
exactly, and societal expectations does play a lot of like roles and when it comes to relationships, and it does. So social media does definitely heighten.
Let's
it
talk about
She was
Uh,
giving Dre a lap dance. Oh,
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about
Oh,
what's not
Tiana
happening.
Taylor?
I had
Yeah.
to touch myself.
Let's talk about what's not happening out here.
What?
Safe sex. All right.
I was
Safe
ready.
sex.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of niggas that's just like eating ass. First time I met you.
You can't
It's
go
a lot.
straight into
You
eating
can't be eating
ass.
crumbs on the first date.
That's what it is.
You can't be
Fact.
eating crumbs on the first
That's
date.
what's going on.
Nah,
Come back. That's what's going
Sit
on.
down.
And y'all
That's
know
what's
Hey,
going
sit
on.
down.
that was
That's what's going on.
Right,
Shut
sit
up.
down.
You gotta get the crumbs out the side of his
Check me
mouth.
out.
That's all. You gotta hit that beer.
Take me out.
Go ahead.
Like, hey, niggas be on some shit like, hey, and then we done went to, you know what I'm saying, Red Lobster movies, went back to the crib, you know, I ate her ass. Whoa, backtrack.
That's what they was telling you. This how
What's
the
going
story
on?
went?
Yeah, what's going on?
What was you doing before that?
Why are we doing that first? Hey,
What happened?
All right, let me stop you right
it's
there.
like,
Go
Let me
ahead,
stop
talk
you
to-
right
I
there.
don't think a lot of people having,
Is that safe to eat somebody's butt?
well, not even that. But
People do worse shit with their mouth.
Not even that. But my question is like to this younger generation who I don't think are having safe sex.
They're not.
Are you doing anything like with your programs or anything to
Yes, I am.
like?
So my goal with Sugar Honey Iced Tea is to educate the youth in regards of sex education. So, which means like with STD awareness and not necessarily saying safe sex because I don't want to be a hypocrite to myself. I don't believe in safe sex because I believe in reality. So I'm going to really sit here and say healthy sex. So if you out here having sex or whatever, okay, you have sex raw. Everybody slipped up. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not
Wasn't
going to
even
say everybody,
slip-ups.
but a lot of people,
You
most
hear me?
times it don't be slip-ups. That's just what you want
Taking
to
the
do.
shit off.
Yeah, you just taking off because you want the feeling of everything.
Ooh, I got a question.
So,
You ready?
with that
Shit
being-
off. Taking the shit
Right,
off.
but at the end of the day, like if you get tested when you supposed to, you get tested with every new partner you know expose yourself to, you making sure you up to date in regards to what's going on with you. You get your HIV test, you get your STD screening, you go ahead and get your HPV testing, you get your herpes testing, you get all that screenings done just to make sure that you're good. Then that's what's important at the end of the
How
day.
often should you get tested?
I get tested every time I go to the
Personally, Well, me being in a relationship, I go twice a year.
So outside
Outside of relationship, every new partner.
every new partner.
Okay.
I say
That
every
makes a lot
new
of
partner
sense.
or every 3 months.
So like what? Okay, so
That
yeah, I
makes
was
a lot
gonna
of
say because like every new partner, like that
So
partner might
quarterly?
be.
I just say every 3 months or
Slipping off, so every 3
yeah. I
months.
mean, because like again, shit happens. That's why I say healthy sex rather than safe sex. Because even though I do want to say safe sex, because I want to promote condoms, I want to promote lubricants, I want to promote all that stuff in which is needed within sex and to keep people protected. But at
It's
the end of the
2018.
day,
I'm sure there's good condoms out there now.
I hate them.
But
I mean, but if you hate them like that, and then like at the end of the day, if you hate condoms or
Mom's been hating
whatnot,
them for years.
lube the shit out of your dick, lube the shit out of her pussy, lube everything, or pull out. Or matter of fact, just get tested. That's what's important.
That's the best
Everybody,
thing,
people be
It's a big
scared to
thing.
hear, oh, you're positive for this curable disease, or you're positive for this not curable disease. But at the end of the day, you know the circumstances of which is going to happen after you do this act. So let's go ahead and do what you're supposed to do so that you won't continue to spread these diseases, so that we won't have gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis to be the top 3 STDs
over the
in the
place.
United States.
Drop
So
that
that we
bomb.
won't have 2 million people,
Drop a bomb,
new
Kelly.
cases every year going on in regards to this. Just protect yourself and just know what's going on.
It's like
I wanna-
every time I go to the doctor, they be like, "Do you want to get tested?" I might as well. I'm here, and I mean, I'm with one person, but it still is just like you have to.
You have to be there.
like
You don't
driving
know.
to the
You
east
don't
side,
know
not
what that
expecting to
person is
ride.
doing either. Period.
Period. And
Like-
I know he not doing nothing, but still, you have to protect your woman.
You have to
Like, you have to
protect
They'd be
protect
shocked if you could get a
yourself.
gun in your face.
Because
You on the east side.
and you can, I don't know, you can educate me more if I'm not speaking correctly, but I feel like for us women with our area, our private area, it's a self-cleaning agent. A lot of women don't know how to clean down here properly, and that leaves you more open to getting those type of STDs, STIs, and just even the yeast infections, stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of women don't know how to properly clean themselves and properly just go get tested for things, and not even get tested for STD, but just making sure you good down there.
You're right. But I'm gonna also say too, like a lot of people.
Yes, and educate. Yes, go ahead.
A lot of people too, when it comes to what you just said, like the with the body, when it comes to like yeast infections, when it comes to getting BV or things like that, a lot of that too. I'm a firm believer. A lot of that comes from the connection and the energy that you have with your partner.
Yep.
And it's not even just your partner, like your boyfriend, your spouse, whatever, whoever you done
It's
had sex
stress.
with. It's your energy that you produce with that person. So I believe I'm a full believer in regards of we collect each other's energy. Period. You got bad energy, your bad energy got to go inside of me. Period. I have an entrance within my body. I have a temple within my body. You got this stick. You got this pole. You got this thing that's going to insert my body. So you're inserting your energy inside of me. So now whatever you release to me is going to go within me.
And whatever I'm releasing, gonna go to you.
Exactly.
So,
But right. So with that being said, it is very important for us to know our bodies, to know when that yeast infection is about to come. Yes, it's common. So I don't want people to be like, no, shit, it's common. We all
Especially
go
for-
through
I
for
be
a
seeing
period.
niggas
Because
acting like
before your period,
little girls over
when
that
you're
shit,
pregnant,
bro.
that
Exact-
even with bacterial vaginosis, it's not an STD. It's just a fucking infection. The shit happens, and it's just something what happens amongst women. So it shit just normal, but that can all comes from energy. That just comes from whatever, like you said. It may not be your own stress. It may be your partner's stress.
Yeah.
So that just all comes within us. So yes, it's important to keep yourself cleansed in regards of knowing your body. It's important to know your body. If
God, I
you
got
don't
so
know
many
your
questions.
body, baby,
because
I'm
like
gonna
when
crack
I,
open.
problem.
Got so many
'Cause-
questions.
Gonna let crack.
Oh,
let
yeah,
Crack
go
go
ahead
first.
first.
This is great.
You
She
know,
is great.
I wanted to ask you a question because, like, recently, I think what I was alluding to earlier was like transparency between two partners. If you, I don't know if you've seen this story, but NBA YoungBoy, he came out. He was talking about he had herpes, and his girlfriend came out and said she has herpes as well. What did you think about that whole situation as far as like understanding like transparency between two partners? And they're still going to stay together, but what do you think about the do you think that message can be misconstrued on social media?
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
as far as just the fact that they got herpes, and I'm not gonna say like they're proud that they have herpes, but they're still, and it could be misconstrued. I feel like with younger people around that age, like
That's a stigma.
Ignorant.
yeah, like what do you feel like about like that whole situation? Like just as far as like what it can be, I guess presented to the public as.
It's a stigma, period. Sex is still a topic in which is a taboo topic. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to discussing or exposing the stigma in which you may have, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So of course with their social media and amongst people who don't know you, that's going to go off of their ignorance. And I say that because they're not knowledgeable in regards of what's going on. It's going to be something that's fucked up. It's going to be something that's like, ooh, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So, I mean, I honestly, I'm going to sit here and say I salute him for letting it be known because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure he fucking other bitches. So now it's like, all right, I got herpes and this and that, whatever. If we fuck raw bitch, just know you might end up getting this shit. I may go ahead and transmit this shit to you.
Yeah,
so I'm
because
just letting the world know what
I was
it
about to
is.
say, because even if you
Maybe
look
get a
at
little bit
like
closer to the mic.
to like
There you go.
like right now, like I've never seen anybody come out and just be like, yo, I got a I got an STD. Like
It's a lot of people that
You know
came
what I'm
out and
saying?
said that
Like-
they got like HIV and things like that too, though.
right.
But it's important that people do that though, because we like in a like you
That's
said, it's
disclosure.
taboo.
You have to. I mean, it's disclosure.
You
It's-
have to
it's-
be open.
Yes, you have to.
If it's not curable, do you think that they need to be open about shit that's curable though?
I feel like you need to be.
Yeah,
if it's something
open.
that's curable, you need to take care of that shit.
Well, I'm
Because-
just saying, like, do they obviously like with the
facts.
magic situation and with herpes and things like that? Obviously,
I mean,
no
that
cure.
has to
But
be.
if they have like maybe chlamydia or you know what I'm saying, do they have to openly be like, okay, I had chlamydia, just give
if
you a
you
forewarning?
had it, if you had it,
Right.
I feel like
Just say
Obvious,
I-
not like I got
Quick
chlamydia, but
question:
no,
if
you know
you
what I'm saying?
already had an STD like gonorrhea, chlamydia, do that leave you more like exposed to it? Like,
it doesn't. Okay, so if you've had an STD,
Yeah,
I mean,
had
within your sexual health, it is important because you can possibly, quote unquote, still have strands in
Okay,
regards to
okay.
that, quote unquote, and I say that very
loosely.
because I just do. But it is important to like. I feel like this. If you in a relationship, yes, please talk about that stuff. Talk about y'all past when it comes to those types of experience. Not your partners, not how many people you had sex with, but if you had an
that's another
STD
topic.
or one of those things in which you know you've experienced with. I
Okay,
feel
so
like
you
that is
do feel like
important.
they need to disclose it if they've had it previously, even
I
if
do.
it was like a year before. You need to be like, hey, we about to kick
It's
it.
just something to know. It's just something to know. I feel like it isn't. I feel like it's something that should be discussed. If it's not discussed, then it's not discussed. It's not important to me, but it is something in which should be acknowledged, or so you can know about your partner. Like
So is body count like that's you think that's
That shit trash.
I feel like
you think
everybody had a
that's-
pass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
do you
got a
think
pass.
like that's essential like between two people like to when discussing things like
I think so. If it's a
It's-
serious
it's-
So can I
Yeah,
erase my
yeah.
pass?
I don't.
no, but that's what I'm saying like
Can I erase
Because
my
if
pass?
it's a serious relationship.
No, I mean,
Body count?
It's a joke.
but
if it's a serious relationship,
I just can't.
I was
As
say
long,
okay, Drea.
but like she said, everybody got a pass. If
they
y'all get in
ask.
if y'all get no, I'm about to say I don't think nothing is necessarily
I got a
wrong with
question
it. But
from
I'm
you.
just like, don't look for shit you don't want to find. Like if
That's
I'm really
how I
into
feel.
somebody
Yeah.
and
I
I'm
feel
like,
like
okay,
I'm
we
asking.
really kicking it. I'm damn near in love at this point. But like, you know what I'm saying? What's your I say my body count? What's your body count? She's like, I hope you don't judge me, but 84. Damn, like my whole percent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
don't go digging for shit you don't want to find.
well, you just started looking like, look at the mathematics of it, like 84.
Right,
Wow.
you're
You
you're
started
24
having
years
sex.
old.
but now that you
Like
say that, I got a
84
question
niggas.
for you. But now
That's
like,
some wild weekends, huh?
if somebody does have 84, if somebody does have 84,
My LB got like a good buck
Hey,
80.
hey,
Hey, I didn't say which one.
hey.
yeah,
Got
if
five.
if somebody does have like
Hey.
84, like what type of advice do you
didn't say
have for
which one.
somebody that does have like a lot of sexual partners and like trying to create that transparency, because people do get like, you know, weird about like
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this: it's somebody for everybody. Period. So at the end of the day, you gonna if that's the case, you gonna find somebody that's gonna accept your past because they believe that everybody has a past.
Man, especially if you upfront about
Especially
it.
especially if you are upfront or just in general, like and just or even if you're not upfront about the situation and it's the fucking past. It's the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we moving forward, this and that, it's the past. Even though a lot of people nowadays, they look at that type of stuff. I mean, yes, it is important to a certain extent when it comes to knowing, like, the sexual history of a person, when it comes to, like, STDs and things like that. But when it comes to a relationship, I feel like, at the end of the day, I feel as though when it comes to that, people look at it like you represent me, this and that. I can't be with no hoe. I can't be with somebody that done fucked this many people or did this with this many people, blah, blah, blah. However, if you accept this person, fuck with anybody else.
Long as you ain't fuck with my bros, bro. Like you can have about 30 to 50 bodies on you. Long as you ain't fuck none of my niggas, I can rock with you. If I'm really feeling you, really feeling me, we can rock. If you fuck my nigga Miles, man, I'm sorry.
This nigga always gonna be around.
Because of course this nigga gonna be in my wedding. I'm not about to have you walking down the aisle. This nigga in the tux behind me talking about yeah, she got some good pussy, dog. Yeah. No, that's not about to happen.
I bet you can't wait till the night.
Exactly. I'm not about to put myself in that situation.
She gonna do that little thing.
Hey, squirting, bro. Hey, that double hand shit, my nigga. Just wait till you see that.
So here's something. It's a lot of.
I got my comments going crazy right now.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead. Speak on something.
Mimi got this bitch going on. Yeah.
It's a good guy.
Big _ Beach 3. Everybody know who that is, right?
Yeah.
So listen. He said if he eat ass, can he catch something from that? I don't know why he asked that. I feel like everybody should kind of know.
Because he eat ass.
Yes, and it's infection because
bodily fluids.
Yes, bodily
So
fluids.
we're gonna
and
ignore
feces
that one.
that could possibly be
he
Got
exposed.
crumbs on your lip, my dog. Of
He
course.
said
Not all the time, but you can.
Yeah, bro.
30 or 50.
I'm not, of course not. All
30
the
or
time.
50 bodies is a lot. Q, you are tripping.
That's why I don't ask.
And honestly, I agree 100% what you said. Don't ask for shit that you don't want to know.
My name come up.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So
Don't
I
ask
can
for
put
things you
myself
don't
in
want
that
to know.
Everybody agreed to just don't ask at all because nobody.
But
really
no, but you
That's
said
real talk,
but you
though.
said you would ask though. If you ask a chick
Hold on.
that you
I don't
know,
think it's a
said
requirement.
If she asks me, I'm gonna tell
so
you.
you would never ask her.
No,
I don't really care.
Okay. I would just ask it because I want to know that somebody that would ask, if somebody in the comments.
Let me not say
if
I don't
y'all-
care. I'm not gonna ask. So
If y'all do ask and somebody give y'all a
Alright.
high number like 60 or 70 or 80, would you still continue to fuck with that person?
I
off
can't
that?
judge them niggas, bro. So it's gonna be different for me. I can't. You come at me talking about you got 84 bodies. I can't look down on you, nigga.
Your
Oh,
relationship.
okay. I was about to say you can't look down.
Can't
I
be
thought you
like,
said you about to can't
man,
fuck with
84
you.
bodies. Like you
but
was
it's a
about to fuck
difference
with me.
between. Wait. It's a difference between looking down on somebody and being able to stomach that shit as well.
If they can stomach my shit, I can stomach their
I
shit.
just
Drop a
don't
bomb for
ask.
that.
Like,
I can
nah,
don't
if they get the exceeding, if they get the, I don't know.
Because if you
now we
ask,
on the,
because if you
now
ask
we on
me,
the
I'm gonna be
smart-
honest
you don't
with you,
know.
and I'm gonna be hurt if I give you if I be honest with you.
don't know,
I give you
huh?
an honest answer, and you look at me different, and you don't want to fuck me no more based off.
So
of my answer.
let me.
You gotta
ask
be
a
upfront
question.
about that shit,
Let me
bro.
ask a
I
question.
don't feel like you need to.
And we gonna
feel
go-
like
Yeah,
you
I don't
disclose it, bro.
feel like
That's the
I don't
path
know
that you
Brian
take.
at all
It's the
times.
path.
This was back
Not
in
at
college.
all
This was back in
times.
college. There was somebody I really liked, so I'm like, look, hey, if we gonna fuck with each other, you just gonna have to already know that. Like a lot of these people you about to be riding.
Did
this
you give a
cat bus
number, though?
with and all that shit. You didn't need to. It's like you gonna be,
But that's different.
you gonna be shaking hands, rubbing shoulders with a lot of people.
Rubber hands.
My name's gonna come up. My name's gonna come up. All right.
hands,
If
shaking
you okay with that, we can move forward.
That's
If you
fine
not,
though. I
understand.
can understand you not. Now that's fine if you just tell them that I've
Get
been
the
around.
fuck on, man.
I've been around the block. But if you giving like no, I don't feel like
Q, that's not. I've been around the block. I'm like literally.
You
saying,
just
like,
said a
look,
bunch
bro,
of people.
nigga
You
built the
That ain't,
neighborhood.
yeah, that ain't around the
Right.
block, my nigga. This is like, hey,
Well, you've been around the neighborhood, goddammit. If you bumping shoulders and shaking hands.
as you, as you.
Hey, all right.
Where we going, baby?
Where we going, baby? Shot, we going. Nigga, we in this bitch.
Drop a bomb for the college days.
Look.
College days though. Hey, your wholeness can get deleted. Your college days don't
I just
count.
asked that. And
Here's something.
Your
Here's
wholeness
something.
can get deleted.
It's a lot of all right. So it's a lot of women who say that they've never had an orgasm. Okay.
Okay.
On social media and shit like this. I also seen a Breakfast Club interview that was saying, "Oh shit, Ellie,
That was the
you okay?
fry.
Fuck."
Q, what did you
saw it
do?
happen.
Fuck.
I saw it happening.
All right, Q about to get fired. He's trying to injure somebody.
I didn't do nothing.
Nigga. They got to talk about orgasm tripods. Like, oh,
He done had an orgasm.
heart pad.
That's
That nigga said, "Oh, I had one."
Yo. So I was watching a Breakfast Club interview. I can't remember who the three people
How'd it gotta be
was,
hot?
but they study like natural remedies and shit like that. They were saying that women are supposed to be able to have multiple orgasms, not like men. You know, we have one, gotta rest up. Another,
Recharge.
maybe not even get to the
Recharge.
3. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? You got to recharge. So they were saying there's no
Three
recharge
unit.
for women and things like that.
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with her for
No.
not being able to have an orgasm, or
No.
is this nigga, or is just all the niggas she done hit just can't get it done?
Can't do it.
I mean,
Yeah, that's-
even if you look it up, you can look it up on Google. Now you will see it's a real low percentage of women that actually experience
Okay.
real orgasms.
That's what I'm saying. So,
So
it's like,
and it's like in the 30% or 40%, between 30s and 40% in which women actually experience an orgasm. We really want to say in the 30s, but it's not really he not doing this or this. No, it's really like it's really rare for some women to.
well,
not
they
do
were saying it was
orgasms.
because of the shit that we like starting from birth, the shit we
So-
eating and all that shit,
That
like
could-
all
that
this
could play a
Americanized
part.
bullshit is
Oh,
taken
really?
away from women.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taken away from women being able, like they supposed to be able to like
Chemicals and shit.
have a
Oh,
great
go
time
crazy?
during sex.
So I have a
I mean,
so
we
if she
are-
hot Cheetos, then she
So
just not gonna
I
get
am
off.
going to say this.
So that's what I'm saying. Is that type of
Dog.
I didn't know if you had studied.
irritated.
If she hot Cheetos and pickles, yeah, you gonna have a rough time.
Darnell always eats hot Cheetos and pickles.
So he cheese sticks.
Your ass.
Hey, GG_Hunter said, "No, niggas is just trash."
Oh my god, bro.
Hi, Jojo.
So okay, so that's
Shout out to JoJo.
So that's what I was thinking. But then once I saw this interview, I'm like, and they started digging deeper. Like, no, it's the shit that we eating.
You
and,
gotta-
you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I'm
But
like,
you gotta
Doubles.
think when it comes to anything.
Shout out to the
within-
McDouble pussy.
Dog, really?
You're silly, dog.
But no, seriously, when it comes to anything within the body, you gotta think everything is going to be deeper than what we think it's going to be.
Right.
Period.
Right.
So I mean, like it is true. Like a lot of women may not experience orgasms. It's a lot of
could
women.
be with a chick like that. That shit
So
will
wait,
just lower
wait,
my
so hold on, wait.
self-esteem every time I leave
Listen,
the
that's
bedroom.
my question. So
I
my
mean, you'll be
question is-
surprised.
Okay,
It probably
nothing
has.
10%.
So,
And she like,
from
man,
a
you
female perspective, can you enjoy sex without having an orgasm?
Yeah.
You can.
Yes.
So you can.
I mean,
be
you can
good.
enjoy it, but you will want that orgasm. You will want the full effect.
Cause you see this nigga standing
shit
over
like the
you.
Holy
Because you can, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. You can enjoy the penetration. You can enjoy the
not feeling it.
stimulation
Y'all
of
not
what you're
feeling it.
receiving. It's a lot in which you can
So
enjoy
the
about
thing
it.
is, for those
Nigga
women
Lex
who
Steele
cannot
out here.
orgasm, do they know that they are missing out?
I'm not gonna say that they're missing out,
Mm-hmm.
but it is something in which when they do experience, they're gonna be like, "Oh my goodness!" They're gonna think.
So are they gonna hold the other niggas like, damn, y'all couldn't make this shit happen for
I
me?
mean, I'm gonna say this: they may,
Or they may not.
or they may not. I mean,
So
and
it's
that's,
niggas that say they can't come off head. Is there something wrong with them?
they may.
Like, is it something? like I'm saying, is it something like?
No, it's not.
Wrong with
I
the
mean,
senses?
Y'all want my opinion
I just,
I was about to say that. I
My
think that
spider
might be
senses
the-
ain't working.
Is something wrong with the
Like,
sensors in there?
My
No.
senses ain't
No,
tingling.
all right,
No.
let's
No.
be serious. Let's get
Nah,
serious.
that's facts.
No.
Like,
no, I
It's
get
about
what
to
you
be a
said,
joke.
but no, I mean,
No.
it's no.
so these
it's
niggas
not.
just not getting, man, it's
not-
fucked
So-
up.
It
So-
is.
Not getting the right.
I mean, it's possible to do it. It's possible
little
to
Peter
do,
Wacker,
but it may
30
take longer
seconds.
with certain people. So I'll say that.
So Jumpman_High23, that's Tabor. He's asked, he say, so when do they get it? So I'm going to fix his question.
Uh-oh, Tabor.
So my question is going to
Problems
be,
at home.
say if she's 30 and never had one, is it possible she gets an orgasm
Yeah.
later on? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can reach your peak. You can find, I mean, it comes with a lot. Like I said, to me, it comes with knowing your own body. And it comes with that. It comes with masturbation. It comes
gonna
with
ask
just
that. They should play with
exploring.
themselves,
It comes
figure it
with a
out.
lot of things in which you need to know about your own body to know what can possibly get you off, period.
Yeah, you gotta know that type of shit.
You got to
Alright.
know that kind of stuff
So-
to
I
make
know
it
what
work.
get me off.
But at the same time, it is a lot. Like again, it is possible to still not get an orgasm, but still be satisfied just off the penetration or just the satisfaction of the stimulation of what you're receiving and just being, feeling good of what you are feeling. It's a good feeling. So those chemicals that's going on within your mind, within your body, it feels good to you. So you may not get the big O than what you want, but you still get some kind of satisfaction.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna take it there. I'm gonna go crazy because it was brought up.
It's so weird hearing certain stuff from you, just knowing that you my cousin. So it just be like,
This
hearing
ain't about
certain shit.
This ain't about me.
Just
This ain't
saying.
about me. So
Don't
listen.
point the camera at me, you sick motherfucker. You goddamn it, I got nothing to do with it.
So
Nothing to do with it.
you brought up masturbation, right?
Yes.
So
I don't need.
Why you looking at me?
All right.
Hey, nigga, look at me.
can't
Like,
start off
I had
with questions.
Jack
No,
off
like
king
this.
over there.
Hey, look.
Ask this for you.
So we had somebody recently come out on their Facebook Live and was talking about masturbation, and he said he would have been a gold medalist.
What? And what type of event was this?
So,
That's what I'm saying.
And what type of event?
And coming first.
so
Right.
From lasting longer. For
how many times should you masturbate a day?
A day?
Yo, that shit. That shit.
It all depends on
it
you.
all depends on you. It all depends on
It's
you.
not about me, no, because real talk, because like,
Whoa, who is this about? Yo, like,
It all depends on the person.
no, because
fire. I need some tip
this is real talk. All right, so
A
a close friend of mine, he was basically saying like he felt like it got to the point where he was doing it so much it messed his relationship up.
Okay.
Because and not even that porn as well.
Mm-hmm.
So your expectations of porn because of what they do and how they have sex,
That's what you want.
that's what you want.
That's your desire.
Did he have that
That's
conversation
your
with
fantasy.
his I'm
That's-
sorry, I'm gonna let you
No,
finish
you're right
that.
though. You're
So
right.
what is some tips for those who watch porn and masturbate? And again, that's some of the best orgasms you can
I got
have.
some great
I mean,
porn links.
self penetration is one of the best releases in which you can have because you know your body at the end of the day. So I mean, when it comes to like, I'm not gonna sit here and say addictions, but when it comes to those kind of things, it can develop into something because that's your own. That's what you can handle. That's what you doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what you liking. So you having this fantasy, you having this desire, and then you get into your point of what you want to do. You can't get that from your partner. So, and not saying that they're not into that, but it's more of a fantasy thing. It's more of a mental thing. Like that's really what it comes to. Like it's more of it's just more of a mental thing. Like when it comes to that. So I mean, again, when it comes to somebody who feels like it messed up their relationship and messed up this, again, like we said in the beginning, communication. Communication when it comes to your partners. Like that's just what it is, period. Like he could have went to the point where he could have been having his girl jacking him off.
I was just about to say that.
That shit
You
like,
ever
that
asked
shit like
a girl to
lyrical.
jack him off?
That shit like
Somebody
lyrical
give you
exercise, my nigga. Like that shit.
got
That's
some hard
practice.
eyes
That
on
shit help you when you about to. When you really doing.
Okay,
that
that's
shit.
another question.
Yeah,
So
it's exercise,
does that get
man.
you ready for the game?
It can.
It's exercise, bro.
It
Like when you
can.
know you about
So
to.
it works your shit off, huh?
I mean, it really
I can hold
it's
this
so
in.
much in which people can do in regards to relationships, in regards of their own sexual fantasies that can work within them and their partners. Like a lot of people don't understand that like you can masturbate in front of your partner. A lot of people probably never done that, but if you done that in front of your partner,
Might turn her on.
it might turn your partner
She
on.
might start doing
Drop
this
a
shit
bomb
before
for
you-
Even if
everybody
you
who
know
be
what I'm
jacking off in
saying,
front of their
you're
partner.
part of the cocoa. You might have somebody else come in the bedroom, have sex with
It'll
Real
just
freaky
bring
shit.
open.
Real
Yeah, it'll
nasty.
just bring
I want to
open.
be real though, because a lot of
Be
people
open.
a lot of people think I'm
done
trying to
that.
be funny and shit, but real shit, I kind of understand.
That's the
where-
problem. It need to be just a regular.
Let's just be
convo.
real. I feel like a lot of people. Let's be real. A lot of people watch porn.
Yeah.
So
A lot of people are
Like
freaks.
everybody.
a lot of people don't though. But my thing is like,
My nigga, I feel.
I was about to say,
I posted
I
my
get
bracket
because
my
a lot of
nigga.
people was disagreeing with what Dog was saying.
maybe if you ain't got a
I
computer.
understand if you
Cell
not
phone.
getting what you watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn, I was hype. I'm thinking I'm about to get some, some
But
porn
that's-
Those are
type
professional
But
athletes.
that's when it comes with you
fuck?
being
I was about to
involved
say,
with
like-
your partner when it comes to certain things. Like, for instance, if you saying like, I was expecting this and that. Now, if you expecting this porn action that you seeing, but you know you probably can't get that from your partner, but they're being involved in this to make you feel good. Like, for instance, if you watching your favorite porn, wow, it's on TV, and then you like, fuck it, you see your girl over here or whatever, and you just tell her to come here and start jacking you off or some shit like that, just to bring it together. That's gonna actually bring y'all closer too, because y'all bonded in a different way.
Well, what if she
That's right.
don't?
That's right.
If she don't do it, then she just don't do it. You can't be mad at her.
So, would you agree to that can mess relationships up?
That's why I said for me 70%, because it is.
Oh,
a thing.
I ain't hear
It's a
that.
big
Okay.
Now let's
thing.
get this. Let's get this one more question, because we got like 2 topics we got to talk about.
I didn't even check the time.
We got 2 topics we got to talk about. And we got enough time to talk about them openly. How long do you think sex should be? How long should it be? Are we talking 1 round?
1 round?
How long should 1 round be?
1 round?
Hey, that
One
first
round.
one is a hit or miss now.
I'm
So I'm
going.
saying, how long
Hey,
should it
I'm
be?
going dumb second round.
That
period.
yes,
Okay,
second
let
is so,
me-
but
let
that
me-
first.
okay.
That first
Let me ask this.
If you get one.
Is there foreplay
Fucking
involved?
tired and old.
Is it foreplay involved?
It may be.
Yeah.
Just all right. If it's foreplay involved.
Great. Go ahead.
That's a good question, because foreplay, I'm sitting up here hard 15 minutes.
And my muscles is just going like this.
Like, damn, as soon as you touch it, I'm done. We're done here. I'm sleepy, rolling over.
Depending on what is involved in regards before the actual
Some silly
penetration
motherfuckers, bro.
amongst the vagina and the penis, I say under 30 minutes.
I was gonna say it's like 15, 20 minutes.
under-
Yeah, I was about to say
Under
30 is a
30.
nice.
Depending-
30 is a nice stroke.
Depending on what's going on in regards to before the actual act, because you can go ahead and just knock off right then, like if she blowing you off.
If
or
you
something.
humming my ball on my balls
The
for
second round is off
10
the
minutes,
yard.
and it's
Then
just-
you be sitting up
yeah.
there smacking off 40 minutes.
So Mike, hey,
if you fucking for an hour,
Got the
something
1
wrong.
off.
It's
Got the
something
1
wrong.
off. Let's go.
Either you drunk.
Let's go.
Mike said
if
he can do the best 5 minutes of his life.
That's real.
If it's an hour
Good
straight,
job.
that's a problem.
That's what I'm saying. It's something wrong with
problem.
you.
Yeah,
An hour
yeah,
straight.
like,
One of y'all lost some shit.
I'm too old.
You fucking for an hour straight. You gotta be off.
No break,
About to-
no.
Either
All right.
something is
problem.
back is horribly wrong.
Our kids done went to sleep at 2 in the morning. What the fuck? We fucking tired now. All right, I'm
Why we
tired.
fucking for this long? God damn it.
I'm tired. Let's just get this done so we can go to bed.
Twilight
Nigga
movie
starting to
done
get
went
that
off.
Charlie horse, nigga. You start to feel it.
We done watched the
Okay, so
entire
listen, wait,
Twilight
crack,
Charlie
crack,
Horse.
hold on,
Shit.
bro. You just
Can't
put my
do
secret
that
out
Charlie
there.
horse be some shit.
You gotta
bro.
fake the
Oh
Charlie
my
horse.
god, that no, I don't fake that shit.
When I'm
No,
under
I
three
really
minutes,
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm 32,
bad.
G.
when I'm under three
I'm
minutes.
really getting that shit.
Oh shit! Wait,
Sit
my
there.
leg. Damn.
Man,
No,
listen,
bro,
man.
I think
I done
that's
caught a
every-
Charlie. I done caught a Charlie horse
fucking
before the
leg.
first round and been
Dog.
pissed because I'm sitting there looking like a bitch.
That Charlie horse fucked every.
Shit, we
fucking
gotta switch
sensation.
positions. We gotta wait.
It ain't
Hold
even
on.
switching positions. No, we
Yeah,
gotta
so
hold on.
I,
Goddamn.
real shit. I just
gotta
tell her
massage
off
this
top, like,
bitch out.
listen, let's chill for a second.
Fuck a
Wait a
nut.
minute. Let me get my
Tiger
shit
paw.
together.
Fuck a nut. I'm massaging this bitch out.
But you know what? When you tell your partner like, damn, hold on, they go even crazy. They want you
That
to
is
feel
true.
under
That's
5
true.
minutes. I
Hold
swear to
on,
God.
hold on.
They get to going crazy and crazy. I'm like, man,
facts.
you on some whole shit.
Talking crazy. It's like if you don't
Like, come on,
Settle the fuck
man,
down.
shut the fuck up.
He's talking about if you don't
All
want me to
right, so
settle the
listen,
fuck down.
It's 9:30.
Okay.
We got to move on.
Let's
But
That was a great
That was
topic.
good.
I
That
want our
was a
guest to
great-
stay though.
Yeah, for sure. You mind? You mind?
Say, what we
You
gonna
ain't
kick
got
her
nothing
out?
to do.
I didn't know. Like,
Well,
you know
that
what
was
I'm
the
saying?
plan to kick the guest at 9. Remember?
Yeah.
It was an 8 to 9 thing, but she's good.
Didn't
She's
see that.
here.
Don't.
I was opposed to
appreciate
kicking you
that.
out. I was
Yeah, know
opposed
about
to kicking you out at 9, by the way. I was
I
like, man, let's keep
appreciate
it the whole
that.
show. They was like, nah, fuck her, man. We gonna kick her out at 9.
We ain't say that.
No, I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit.
So hold on. Let me get.
Go ahead. Yeah, we
drop
need
the
to
beat,
get
bro.
the-
I'm ready to rap.
Drop the beat. Yeah, let me
I'm
go
ready to
first,
rap.
man.
Wait, before y'all do that, I do want to say one thing.
Hold on, let her-
Hold
let
on,
her-
hold on.
I do want to say one thing. If you guys could follow me,
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
As y'all can see, she's very knowledgeable.
Yeah,
So.
yeah,
Facts.
please
Right thing
follow my adult sex education page, raw_and_explicit, and my nonprofit organization at Sugar Honey Iced with a T org.com.
Drop the bomb.
Do you
for
mind
me.
having like a table or something at like events that we planning on having in the future?
Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah. Just to let you know, we going on a statewide tour. Forecast.
We ain't got the cities yet, nigga, but we coming
We
to
got a
you.
few. We gonna be in
to you,
Ann Arbor
motherfucker.
soon. We
coming
gonna
to
be in
you.
Grand Rapids. We gonna be in Ypsi. We gonna be in Flint. I'm gonna see if we can
So
set
good
something
time
up.
if it's any orgs that want to help us out
Yes.
and kind of partner and get this going so we can have a live audience. That'll be great.
Drop the
Let's
beat.
do it.
Crack,
Let's do it.
Crack, you missed the bars.
Man, you definitely missed the cipher, man.
We getting into
I
a
missed
pretty
it, but
serious
I heard
time.
We gonna have our
Hey,
guests drop a couple bars.
I
so
missed
go
it,
ahead, man.
but I heard
Drop
it.
the fucking
Go ahead, drop
beat.
the
heard
beat,
it.
man.
Fuck is wrong with this nigga? And I'm off the 6 topics. Let's go.
Go ahead, Miles. Start us off.
Yeah, shout out to Diz. What up, Crack Diesel? Hey, get your fucking fingers off your face. Let's go. You ready, Ship?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
You ready, me?
I ain't doing this
She's
shit.
talking about I ain't there. That's what she's talking about, nigga.
Y'all gonna laugh at my ass. I'm straight.
What up, Kenley?
Bro, I'm not doing this shit. All right,
Man,
told you.
cut me up, bro.
All right,
they
told you.
talking about?
Go crazy.
Yeah.
Pick up and kill it and kill it and kill it.
Hey, say sex. Good neck. Let me stop, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, where the down DeMarcos?
Go, dog.
Hold on, let me catch the beat one
Let's
time.
go. Let's go.
Yo,
Bang, bang,
on the forecast.
Yeah,
We silly.
yeah.
Humble with the richest. Call me Meek Millie.
Bitch.
Huh?
Poppin' big bitch. Humble with the richest.
Never
Meek
mind.
Millies?
Let's stop.
Man,
Let's
this
move on.
nigga is going over this nigga head, man.
Bro, you doing your hands like that ain't doing shit for me, man.
Let's move
Sorry.
on.
The hands is a part of the freestyle. Your
So,
hands ain't moving
hey,
and it ain't good.
somebody check on Nelly Nell. What's
Right,
going
where the
on?
fuck she been at?
She got.
Her
We got
mom
to talk
called.
about sex, and she
Oh,
got the
okay.
fuck
I
out
hope
of
she
her.
okay.
Still here, so
Oh, she good. So, we're going to have a moment of silence real quick. I want to say rest in peace to Mac Miller real quick.
yes, yes.
Let's
We
go.
there. We there.
That's
We
my
there.
man's.
So-
man. Man's man.
What we're going to talk about is drugs and hip hop.
It's a big topic.
Let's talk about drugs in our period. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's prominent. Most prominent in hip hop for sure.
I guess I'll go. You know,
Go
I
ahead.
never really started off, but I feel like
Hell y'all go.
drugs in your craft. I feel like it definitely enhances it, but I just feel like they are abusing it.
I want to, well, just speaking specific, because it's drugs and, a lot of manner
I was
of
about to say,
aspects
right.
of life.
Yeah, I was
just being more specific as far as in hip-hop culture, I feel like it's such a
stay
big
there.
part.
Let's
yeah,
stay
let's
there.
stay there.
Let's stay there.
It's such a big part of the hip-hop culture. It's ridiculous. Like, if you honestly took drugs out, then it would be nothing but the Talib Kweli's and the Commons and the, you know what I'm saying? It just, things that,
We
and
talking
that's
about
not
the
bad.
use. We talking about the use though. Not even if you
Oh,
just
so just not
rapping
drugs, about
drugs.
selling
We
it and
talking about-
shit?
We talking about like
I thought it all
using that
tied
shit.
in. Well,
It
using the
does
shit.
tie in
I
because
thought it
the
did
thing
too.
is
I
like,
think the whole thing tied.
Yeah,
like,
if you
the
selling
whole
it, whether
topic
you
of
selling it or you
drugs.
doing it, it's all contributing to the same thing. You promoting, obviously you selling it, so you promoting your brand. So regardless of, like I said, if you doing it, I feel like it all ties in. I think the hip hop culture is so big around drugs and just that whole aspect of it all kind of ties back in. I think it ties back into the mental health. Me personally,
And-
That's what I was gonna say because these niggas is fiends. We call it like
Yeah,
it is. Fiends are glorified now,
I
bro.
don't mean to laugh, dog. I swear.
They are. They're glorified now.
They
Like
are.
niggas are literally making
lean
music
sippers and-
about drugs. And like I
mean-
said under the post, Juice WRLD's album is still in rotation, but it's like, yo, I hear this nigga and he's saying he's doing these drugs, and he's also saying how much it's hurting him.
Yeah, he's
and
saying
his
I
body."
want to be dead. Like,
And it's like,
nobody
but
just
he
wanna listen
can't
to that
stop. But it's like, yo,
you know what, bro?
my
That-
nigga, if you didn't have,
We
I
should've
don't know if
saved
this
this,
album
bro.
would be this good.
Right, and that's another thing. And
don't know
without
if it
drugs,
was.
I wouldn't be listening to your shit.
We should have saved this, bro, because again, it goes to the mental health shit, bro. Like the thing people fail to
It could come
realize
back up,
is
for
that
sure.
we grow, and again, it's always gonna go back to how we grew up, and it's so different now because even what I'm gonna use Power for example. When you got Tariq and his life is already kind of set, so don't even think that just because you don't have to grow up in the hood. A lot of these rich folks who are well off
That's who's doing the drugs.
are doing that drugs heavy.
opioids.
And it's just like
Crazy.
I feel like it's going back to the mental health thing because it's like you think that you're not living the way that you're supposed to live, or you think that you're not doing great and all this other stuff. So it's just like I'm gonna take this drug because I'm gonna feel good, and it's gonna take this away, and it's killing yourself, and it's just addiction and you just.
And I also just want to touch. Just want to say this. It's not just. I know we talking about the hip hop culture, and I want to stay there because I don't want to get into a broad sense. But I don't want people to just think that, oh man, it's just these hip hop or rappers. Like this shit is in the white community. Like motherfuckers doing cocaine, heroin,
heavy.
They shooting up.
I'm not in the white
period.
community though.
You know what I'm saying? But I just want to play. I just want to play devil's advocate. But go ahead. We can stay in the hip hop.
I mean, over there with those.
I care about
keeping it
Billy. Up the street.
Bro,
keeping it on.
You love them. Don't do that.
Go ahead, Craig.
Keeping it on.
Like
Mac.
you, one of the ones who are close with a lot.
I love Paul.
Come on, all right.
That's
bro.
it.
Go
is
ahead.
there.
It ain't just Paul. It's there,
Tony,
bro.
Jimmy. That's it.
Look, you can keep going. Honestly.
I can't. That's it.
Man, let this man Crack talk, man. Go ahead, man.
Speaking specifically, like about Mac Miller, he had a pretty well documented history of like depression. So, and he spoke about it in music. I was never like a really big fan of Mac Miller. Like,
You thought he was talented though? He was dope.
yeah, I thought he was definitely talented.
yeah,
like, yeah, easily. Like,
Better than Chance.
I just definitely better than Chance.
Y'all
But
kill him.
with Mac, I felt hurt because looking at, I don't know, like maybe it's the perception that you do see within social media. It seemed like he came in the game a different way than how he ultimately passed. Like it seemed like, I feel like the hip hop game can be a trigger for people, and I don't think people look at that because the business itself, I don't think the business itself helps anybody who's addicted to anything. Like I feel like it makes an addict's problems worse.
It does.
You know, if you just look at the things that you have to go through in that business and the things that you have to think about, the pressure of releasing albums, the pressure of the reception of the albums, like you want people to like your art, like, and when you're an artist, you're already pretty much a fucking weirdo to a certain extent anyway.
Caring about what everybody think about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and you care about your artistry, and I know he was having issues in the last relationship he was with Ariana Grande, where I felt really bad. Like this one, like this really did. Like with rapper deaths and everything. Like anytime there's a loss of life, but when you see certain people that you kind of like watch, because like I said, like people,
you grow attached to these.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You see people around for a certain amount of time, and then you respect what it is that they do and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
My bad.
I feel like it's and it's not just, well, definitely Mac Miller, but I feel like it's so many rappers, and not even just rappers, R&B artists, or in that whole little culture or whatever. That's literally the basis of their music. Like that's what, honestly, what like you were just saying. If you were just listening to Juice WRLD, and if he didn't rap about some of the shit that he was talking about, you honestly probably wouldn't listen to it.
Oh no, I'm saying the album probably wouldn't have been as good because the drugs elevated his pain.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. But even still, I think that people's music do so successfully with drugs and everything in it is because it's people in the black community, not just the black community, you know, the white community too, but majority of the black community that goes through this shit. But it's so kept under wraps because to black people, mental health that's just not an illness. That's just not something that needs to be addressed. You got to get your shit together. Even like from you was younger, you know, you was being depressed or locked up in your room. Your mama was on your head. And I don't want to put this all on the black parents, but mental health is not a big topic as much as it should be in the community. And when these rappers put out this drug music and this, you know what I'm saying, which isn't all bad, this drug music and these things about how they going through shit, people resonate with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even with Post Malone and, like I said, Future, Juice WRLD, Mac Miller, 21 Savage, you know, they all got some type of drug references in it as far as like sipping lean, you know, doing perks, you know what I'm saying? That's people resonate with that because it's actively happening in the community. Nobody wants to address it though.
But they also make it seem like, I'm not gonna say everybody does, but a lot of these cats be just making it seem okay. So you got this, you know what I'm saying, my nephew 13, so you got him running around singing songs about drugs. Okay, he's not doing them, from what I know. He's singing these songs about drugs. It's almost like they making it okay, because I don't know as a kid if you're hearing what they're really saying. Like they're really saying, okay, we're doing this, but listen to my pain. This shit ain't making me feel any better.
I think as a
you know what I'm saying, and they, I mean, shit, you got fucking merchandise
like,
with it on.
As a kid, I kind of tuned that shit out.
Weed,
I was rapping that shit line for line, but I kind of tuned the drug. Like obviously, that shit just.
I was always taught drugs is for selling,
but,
not for doing. That's just what always got told to me.
I think
and that's how the music used to be too, though.
I don't know, bro. I be conflicted with that because I feel like niggas been talking about drugs in every era.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's just
it's kind of
that's
elevated.
The biggest part of
abuse
hip hop,
is elevated.
bro. Yeah,
and it came.
I don't.
Social media is a big trigger, bro.
I
Huge
feel
trigger.
Okay.
It's weird
If we look at every era, and I just feel like our generation, whatever generation is above like these younger guys, like Lil Pump aged rappers, I feel like might have let that generation down. Like as far as like kids is gonna always be kids and shit like that.
They trying now with like J. Cole and shit.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but it's still up to like how we was talking about. There's no OGs and things of that nature. I feel like there has been the generation prior to has kind of let these kids just like off the wagon doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
I agree.
But the thing, it go back to what I'm saying. Like you brought up the OGs, is rich people who have kids. I'm sure they're telling them don't do drugs, and they still doing them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's not just it's not necessarily in the
and that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. It's not.
Yes.
It's not. That's.
Yes.
Go to a white high school party. You
Okay.
high.
No.
What? That's what I'm
saying. But that's
that's
the
what we're
nature of
saying.
shit. Like kids coming up, like they going experimental time.
And not even
like
that, you got to go back to like my bad, Kurt.
Damn, look at the shit they experiment.
No, but I'm saying like it's kind of like it's damn near like groupthink, and that's hard for kids coming up. It's hard for kids to break from groupthink because they get chastised for it.
And how do you think we could fix that? Because I ain't.
It's not.
I don't think anybody in this room ever really been like a follower like that.
No,
like
but,
I'll say no to some shit.
But
my niggas still gonna be my nigga.
But can we acknowledge like drug culture is like
no? Because that's
like,
what I'm about to say. Because bro, you got to think about the Jimi Hendrix, David Ruffins.
Exactly.
Like you know what I'm saying? Even like with Bobby Brown dropping his shit, like this is different generations of drug abuse, drugs.
I feel like it's so popular in the hip hop community that it's kind of like nobody's necessarily like it's not really a rapper that's speaking out against it. Yeah, it's rappers that say, you know what I'm saying, oh, I got off of it. You know what I'm saying, I ain't doing that shit no more. It's nobody saying, man, that shit we could sell. You got niggas out here that Lil Xan or, you know what I'm saying, Lil...
You should listen to the music and hear that these niggas are crying through their music.
I know, but
like, why do you want
I'm saying, but even the people that's not doing the drugs, why aren't anybody speaking out?
Okay,
and that's what I mean when I say the OGs comment like within the realm of hip hop, because I feel like this drug culture just you know what I'm saying. I just feel like the drug culture has just permeated like.
And that's I know you want to stay in hip hop, but you got to think rock and roll, drugs is heavy as shit.
And that's what I was saying. It's not just in the hip hop.
It's not
black
just
community.
that. Like that's what I do want people to understand. Like it's not just here.
No.
Period.
No.
But drugs have bought us some great things.
And that's what I'm saying. I was about to say, hold on.
So
drugs is the biggest.
Are we sitting here saying that drugs are bad? Again, it got to go back to the way that you abuse.
If you abuse them,
if you abuse them,
and like certain drugs, like let's get.
I was about to say, like, what you mean?
I
like,
would never agree to smoking crack cocaine.
I shoot
like,
heroin every other weekend.
Heroin and
I would damn near have to move you in with me till we get this shit under
basically
control.
Hard drugs,
crack.
Okay, so my bad. I ain't really speak. My thing is,
let's get this figured out. Right.
The thing that kind of drove me away from drugs is appearance, bro. Like people don't look great. on
Look
drugs, bro.
Sunk in eyes.
And my thing is like, you know, you was naming artists, but Wayne is one of my favorite artists of all
Lean
time.
sipping,
And
codeine.
you can look at him now and just see that
Bro,
he
he
just
looks
looks
straight. Yeah,
horrible,
he
bro.
Crazy, bro.
And then to the seizures and everything, it's just like, why aren't you stopping? You know what I'm saying? I'm
You
not
get to the
saying
point
that he's
where
That
you
still
shit's
can't.
scary, man.
You get to the point where it's
That
can't
shit's scary
damn near.
because-
And it's
I
like
done
even
watched
Rick Ross, like
How many times you didn't thought Lil Wayne was gonna die?
a lot of
Oh
times.
yeah, a few times.
Yeah, like because it's
nigga,
been
I was
legit.
sick one
Like,
day,
dog,
thinking like, damn,
I'm telling you,
dog,
like
my dog about to go
That one gonna hurt.
any day.
Oh yeah, that one.
That one
definitely
gonna
hurt.
hurt.
Like he looks horrible, bro. And not even that. Like I go back to the way I grew up. A lot of my friends, I'm around my family drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in elementary seeing the kids that I went to school with, parents is drug dealers, and it's just like you see that. You know what I'm saying?
But you also see
That's
growing
what I'm
up in the
saying.
growing up in the hood. You also see these crackheads and shit. So that's kind of a that. Well,
That
at least for
shit
me,
scared me to
that
death,
was a deterrent.
bro.
Exactly, that was a deterrent.
I didn't want to do shit.
I'm not trying to be
Bro,
out on no
when I first
BP
saw
accent.
New
first
Jack
time I
City,
saw your gas,
crackhead,
and that's
listen,
I'm not
I was
doing
scared
that.
as fuck.
I'm not
I
doing
was
I
that.
watched
scared
New
as
Jack
fuck,
City
bro.
at a young age, bro, and I remember that one, like the crackhead just popped. Like there's buildings like that, bro, where
That shit's
it's
scary,
houses
bro.
where you go in, and I remember I don't like calling people out, but I remember we had to go get one of my niggas' mama out the spot, and that smell and just
Oh,
how they
it's terrible,
look is
bro.
fucking
It's
horrible,
terrible,
bro.
It was a little spot
And
two,
that
two
shit
doors
just
down from my
stopped all of
granny's.
that
My
for
uncle
me,
used to
bro.
be
I
at
don't
it.
give
It
a
was like,
fuck what I go through, bro. That's the last thing I'ma ever do, bro.
Yeah, my cousins were. I'm back, guys. Yeah, my cousins were.
Clap it up for Nelly Nail back.
Man,
You all right?
Got out of here on the
listen,
sex shit.
if it,
She's laughing
no,
too hard.
She's like, oh my god, I
I'm
can't
just gonna
stand
say
this.
this. This ain't one thing, it's another.
Oh,
So
yeah.
my
Oh, no,
mom,
period.
yeah, my mom just called me about my car, my new car. So yeah, let's pray I still get this car.
Hey, prayers though. man. We got it. We got it.
I
Hey,
got
hey,
dropped.
You got pray.
You take care of the natural, God take care of the supernatural,
You
man.
right.
Pray about
Drop
it,
a
leave it
bomb for
alone.
God.
boom.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pray about it. I'm not even gonna stress, but yeah, I like I
Gunshots
said,
for God.
All day, baby.
yeah, I'm gonna pray. My dad said he'll be there for me. So
That's what's up.
yeah, like I said,
said
my
that.
cousins, they were drug dealers. I've witnessed them doing that. But not only just witnessing my cousins, the street that I grew up on, I've seen a lot of drug transactions. I've seen it all. And I couldn't see myself being on drugs. Like, it's a sad thing. And I get emotional. That's so I'm such an emotional person, but just seeing someone that strung out and hearing people die about drugs and it just always go back to their mental health, because I know a lot of them be like using it as a coping mechanism. So it just really hits a soft spot for
like
me.
I don't know anybody that uses drugs that isn't coping with something.
Yeah, like it's some type of
sad.
reason for that shit, and not just that. It's people like I grew up. Like I said, I think I told y'all before. Like I grew up, houses getting raided. I was in a, you know, what I'm saying, obviously wasn't doing it, but I was in that environment, and I'm seeing all my niggas around the hood. They selling dope. They, you know, flashing money. But is one thing I always noticed. No matter how much money that they made, they was always on the block. You got all this money. You getting all this money doing all these big things. Why are you always here? Why you not traveling? Why you
So,
ain't rolling
yeah,
down?
I'ma
Yeah, you
take
got
it
a
to-
cutlass. Yeah, you got
Niggas' head don't be
rims. But
straight,
what
bro.
are you doing
So-
with? You're not getting that much
They don't
money.
think bigger.
Hold on, wait.
programming.
Not even that. Definitely. Like, back in that time, I feel like we in the environment, like, we see so much. And it's crazy because I just seen a video. So back then, they didn't have nobody telling them. Like, bosses back then was like, I'm going to go travel, but I still need you to stay here and make sure this shit work out right. Instead of taking them out. You know what I'm not going to say that for everybody.
See the world and shit.
But we was small-minded. You feel me? I'm one of the first in my in my family that got to try. Like I say, I done traveled a lot of spots, bro. And you really gotta be open-minded and just go. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never been the type to think small, to where it's like I'm gonna take this money and I'm gonna just buy this car that's gonna be gone because I don't even got my license. You feel me? Like it was just the way that we was programmed, and it was just like, just go buy it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? We really wasn't thinking at the time, and we was put in a situation to lose for real. I feel like a lot of people miss out on, we were bought here to lose. Like we was like we recently just got on the stage, so it's like we can win right now. And it's like that's where the drugs come in at. That's why we selling drugs, and it's because we didn't have nothing else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I see a lot of people that look down on, you know, first-generation college students and stuff like that. Don't look down on somebody because they didn't have them opportunities. They didn't have the great parents that went to college in the 60s and shit like that to put y'all up on game, because we catching up for real.
Right.
So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, shit, because it's true.
I say that because it's a lot of like what you're saying in this generation right now. So I think if we just continue to do the right
And
thing,
lock in.
And then
this next generation that's coming after us is gonna be fucking amazing.
Fire,
and
bro.
sometimes,
Yeah.
bro, like, you know something
My
I've been
bad.
noticing, like, a lot. Like, sometimes you don't have to, like, break niggas down, like, about, like, the shit that they
Man.
doing. Like, it seemed like, all right, niggas is on pills or on lean and shit. Like, don't just, like, discourage niggas. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, you see a weakness in somebody that you don't have. But the way to get to the kids is to build them up. Like, stop breaking them down, because they obviously they are the niggas in the lyrics where they basically on some near suicidal type shit.
Right.
You
in the
normally
lyrics.
just have to, and just to speed it up, I think what you have to do is you just have to find something that they're good at and be like, you can write rhymes. So why, you always got to find a positive out of it to try to help them get out of it.
Quit
But
just calling these niggas dope fiends and shit.
All right, so I really do want to talk about these next two.
The next two is what?
Like, we actually got three, but
Ain't it just cop killings and then like what
we got
reviewing
the
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, and he got the Nun.
Spider-Man reviews. Yeah, we can get through it. Let's jump into can we jump into the cop killing
The
real
cop
quick?
killing is
Let's
gonna
go.
be pretty
That
fucking
shit extensive.
No, it's gonna
Quick?
be pretty straight fucking forward.
Man,
This
that
bitch
shit
is
is
out
some
her
bullshit.
fucking head. It's some bullshit.
Straight fucking
It's
bullshit.
I don't even got
another
shit
bro.
to say,
These
so y'all go ahead.
yeah, these fucking cops is
Did y'all
pretty much just a big ass group of people who take care of each other. Like,
But
bro, this
Y'all
bitch,
are worse than the game.
Let me just
This bitch-
period.
run through the story real quick, just to let them people know if they haven't heard it. Real quick.
All right, so pretty much a white woman is definitely
Police
a racial
officer.
issue.
Okay.
White woman who is a police officer in Dallas said that she mistakenly killed a man in his apartment because she thought it was her apartment. There are witnesses all through that apartment building saying that they heard her frantically yelling, "Let me in." And that's just getting swept under the fucking rug. Like,
They're
people
saying
are-
that the door was open. She
said
her
that the
story
door was
switched up
ajar.
3
Her
times.
story is switched.
She stays on a different floor, different room number. She said that the door was ajar. She thought it was
Fucking
hers.
murder.
Pushed the door open. She said that she gave whatever this shadowy figure verbal cues, whatever the fuck the verbal cues was. I guess the shadowy figure didn't respond. She opened fire. In any scenario, point in case, simple, even if it was an accident, that's fucking murder. That's just
It's murder, bro.
manslaughter. Period.
But they're
That's-
gonna protect. The cops gonna protect they fucking own.
But
That's
if I
all
don't
they
know
do.
if y'all just saw
They
this,
gonna
but
protect
today
they
they
own.
just issued warrants out to search his apartment. Ain't that the craziest shit?
Like,
in the
damn,
world?
bro, I'm sitting in my
shit is
crib
insane.
and somebody walks in and I get shot in my own shit.
But they've actually found police equipment. Like they found like a vest. They found like a police, like I think it was like a backpack and shit. I honestly think that they was fucking around because like you
yeah,
said,
there's a
that was-
rumor
that's what
floating
they-
around.
they
that
was
they
fucking
was kicking
around.
her.
And then, but the wildest shit about this whole story, and I know we got to kind of make it quick. She didn't get arrested until 3 to 4 days after this
And
shit
then
happened.
spent what? 4 hours in
about to say,
jail.
no
And somebody
She got
gonna
arrested
say-
3 days
And
after
somebody
this shit
gonna
happened.
say we can't, because somebody had called into the Breakfast Club like, but what if it was a black guy and she was white?
I don't give a fuck. It's a nigga sitting in his apartment.
But no, they were
white
saying they were
shot. Right is
saying
right,
they
wrong
were
is wrong,
saying
right
if
is
he
right.
was if the roles were reversed, he would have been arrested right when it happened.
Oh yeah.
If he was a cop, shit, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either because that
I
bullshit,
don't know.
That
I
bullshit,
still-
I
I
still
think the
think
cop
black,
shit-
black and white is still gonna trump
Real shit.
anything.
I think
I
that
agree.
blue shit.
I agree, but this cop shit is getting to a point where it's just power. It's been a few fucking white people that done got killed by cops.
It's been a few fucking black police officers
It
that's
has
been in some
Shit, it was
bullshit
one- it was
and
a
ain't
nigga
got
over
the
in
full extent of the
Roseville
law.
that got popped at the White Castle.
Yeah, let's be clear. Some black some
No,
black
we talking
police
about this
officers-
situation. I'm talking about this
I'm
situation.
talking about cops. Period. Yeah, I'm just talking about cops.
I'm
Period.
talking
Is
about-
getting the power is getting out of here.
Everybody know the situation is just fully fucked. Everybody know the shit didn't happen the way she said it was
I
gone.
need you good cops to fucking
out on it.
speak up, bro. Like even if it need to be a fucking coalition of good cops or niggas need to go back to training. Good cops need to say something.
like
This
it's-
is some bullshit.
I
you
feel
can't
like
be
it's
letting
such
niggas
a
just
culture
get
though,
killed.
but you got to
That shit
think
your ass.
it is fucked
It
up, but
goes
it's
back
such
to
a
the drug
culture.
shit.
And if it's your life, your career, your job, you got these people that you work every day
this
with.
shit
It's damn
goes-
near
and
like
everybody
stop
got your
snitching.
back.
How long
damn
this
near
Everybody
shit
got
going
your
on?
back. So if you this one
That's what I'm
person,
saying, like-
or even the 2 or 3 of y'all that's
I don't
speaking
know
out
if a
on
This
it,
nigga
shit
come
ain't
to
new.
work and this nigga said he murdered somebody yesterday. I'm gonna
Bruh.
be looking at this nigga a little shaky,
Bruh.
cop or not. Like, whoa,
Bro,
hey, you-
listen, this shit
Whoa.
not new, bro. Shit not new.
some bullshit, bro.
It
It's
is.
just, it's like,
Generations of
I
this
just
shit.
don't get how
if
you-
she don't get,
Damn near par for the
if
course
she don't
at
get
this
life,
point.
bro, something is this. Well,
not
obviously,
No, she's
getting
not
life.
gonna get life, bro.
Okay, so
yeah,
listen.
I don't see why not.
Last remarks.
trying to charge him manslaughter.
that's what I'm saying. Like, even if it get up to murder one, like, or first degree murder, I'm sorry. I just don't see her being in jail like the entire term.
Good behavior and shit.
Yeah,
That's
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like, I just don't see it.
I just want to move on. I don't
Some
really-
bullshit,
yeah.
bro.
Anything else?
It's like we'll be
R-
here with you in like
R.I.P.
2
to
Yes.
that young man.
Definitely,
Like,
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace.
Trying to criminalize
and send
it.
some prayers out to the family.
And what's his name? I'm sorry.
They found
like,
small traces of marijuana.
I forgot his name, and I don't want to say it
at
wrong
least,
either. So
because I know I believe he's Haitian or he has Haitian or is of Haitian descent.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
fucked
we
up,
forgot
bro.
about a topic, and it's not on here, but I do want to give it 5 minutes real quick. Serena Williams.
God.
Nelly Neal, go
crazy.
ahead, because it seemed like you was upset today.
oh yeah,
Yeah, because like my coworker was like, so you have a podcast? What are you guys are talking about? And I said, I've been out of the loop, but I know for sure we're gonna talk about the Serena Williams situation. And she goes, what happened? And my guy coworker was like, well, Serena was given signals during the game, and they tried to set that she cheated, and she tried to use gender inequalities against what her reasoning for. So then I go and I say, but if they were giving her signals, how does that mean she's cheating? Like, if she's then won all these championships over the years, why now would she want to cheat?
Well,
The
it is a
actual
possibility, though.
Yeah, I was about to
It
say
is,
the actual
yeah.
act of what
It
they
is-
said
It's
she
called
did.
coaching.
Yeah.
It's
It-
definitely
That's against the rules, but
What he
it happens
did
with
wasn't.
it happens with other people and nobody really
But
cares.
that wasn't the sexist call.
Yeah,
It was.
I was getting to
Okay,
that. So
go ahead.
I was like, okay, so you have a point there, like, okay, yeah, it could be possible if she wanted to cheat. But then when she made her comment about, I'd rather, lose than to cheat, and she kept going on, I have a daughter, that, he gonna say, I don't feel like that was necessary. And I said it is necessary because we're talking about an African American woman, and I'm not really a tennis fan, but I feel as if it may be a predominantly white sport. I don't know.
I think it was a black thing.
It's a black thing? Okay.
I think that was a black thing that
Okay,
happened.
it
I don't
was?
think it had to do with her gender. I think it was a black thing because even that cartoon came out.
Yeah, but Sam, it's
I think
a
it was
black
no.
woman.
I think
I think it was a woman thing too.
I think it was definitely
Yes,
a woman
because a
thing.
woman is not
Okay.
supposed
I
to
won't.
speak out
I
the way
won't
she
discount
was.
her being
I ain't
black,
discounting
but
that,
it's
but I think-
definitely
yeah, I think the
like
black
And
thing
the
might
thing
have
is
something to
that's
do
what she
with it,
tried to say, because as a woman, not even putting on black, we're not supposed to speak up. We're not supposed to go off and express our feelings. We're supposed to just be quiet.
He didn't
And
even give her a
tried
warning, did he?
Exactly.
Like,
he tried
he
to
didn't.
Like,
tell
chill the fuck
me
out.
pretty
Right.
much she was wrong for speaking out. No, I have a voice and I have a daughter, and I'm going to raise my daughter to speak up when I feel like something is wrong. Regardless of the fact of her coach was coaching her, that's on him. That's not me. Don't put what he does on me. And I feel like he made me mad
he get the
because
No, you can do that because it's like
you can, but it's just like that's not. Is she
Can't
gonna
he get a
speak-
penalty or like kicked out? I don't know how
No.
That's
to
what
work.
I thought.
when the way that I read it and people were explaining it, like I said, it's a common occurrence that isn't called. So
That's why she brought up,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? People do it all the time. I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off,
go
but
ahead.
just piggybacking. That's why she was saying, like, dudes do it all the time, even though I'm not doing it, even though you might have seen it, and I wasn't, because her dumbass coach admitted to it, like, yeah, I was honestly trying to coach,
I
even though
don't
she
think
wasn't
that was
aware of it.
I think she was leaning towards more of her breaking her rack. You know what I'm saying? Like breaking her racket. Cussing. Because guys go way harder than that. So she like,
Yeah, why
are
can't
you
I
It
do
happens so
that?
much in tennis
Y'all
that
really
it's
judging me
normally
right now?
overlooked, but now
just
in
look
her
at where
match
people
is-
hold John McEnroe. Like John McEnroe is like legendary for like meltdowns during tennis matches and shit like that. They hold him like
High for
yeah,
that.
they love
They
that.
love that.
Like,
It's
you
just
know what
like-
I'm saying? So
And the thing I really didn't care too much for it, but the thing I didn't like was don't take away how much hard work and she put into
That's
this.
what I'm
So
saying.
don't take her passion away and saying she's doing too much, because again, this is her life. This is what she does.
Right.
She's the best, and it's just like, don't take that away from her. That's all I got to say about it. Kenley, anything before we move on?
Man, if y'all say it was a gender role, I'll have to agree there because I don't watch tennis too much. But I thought it was a black thing for sure. I think that was
The only reason
it might
I
have
would
been 50-50.
probably agree because
Well,
she said it's
Ahsoka is
something
Haitian
every time.
too.
I was about to say, like, when we talking about
That shit helped
tennis,
the situation. Let's put it like that.
when we talking about tennis, because she got enough cachet. That's what I'm saying. Like,
She got
I would,
enough accolades for
yeah,
sure,
I
like-
would hate to see this happen to like somebody
Now.
who's just coming in.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I'm
It's
saying?
too late
But
in the game for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's I put it her being a woman like before that,
Higher
because
than
she
Yeah.
So she ain't Monique. Okay.
So,
no, she's
we gonna go. Hey, rule reviews. Let's
Real
talk
quick.
about the Nun real quick.
Real quick, The Nun was actually pretty solid. As
What?
far as the
Can I get a
scary
slow
movie
go
is
one?
concerned, you saw it?
No, somebody told me it's horrible.
Okay.
yeah, I heard the same thing.
So
ahead,
go see it if you haven't seen it. It's
about
definitely
this
not.
nigga
It's
reviews
definitely
be
not a
flawed.
great movie. But as far as that saga is concerned, you know, like The Conjuring and Annabelle, it definitely has a lot of jump scares. And if you follow along in the
I
movie,
heard that.
it keeps you following
So
along.
you
Is it
a
a
pussy.
good or great movie? No,
that
I
what-
still rank it about a 7 out of 10. But
you
it's
a pussy.
worth seeing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't see it, you know.
So if you seen like all the Conjuring universe movies and shit, like where would you rank it? I think it's 5 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
I would probably rank it around the third one. The third, 3. Like I said, it's not a great movie.
So it's probably before Annabelle, the Annabelle movies, or do you have like because I would put Conjuring 1 and 2 like are the best ones to me.
I think Annabelle
I
was
see Annabelle.
better than 2, Conjuring 2. But in any case, like I said, for the sake of time, because I could definitely go into it and tell you why I think it was like it was. But it's definitely worth seeing. Was it a great movie? Of course not. 7 out of 10. If you like scary movies, I say go check it out. If not, then you're not gonna miss nothing.
Okay. Top of round 4 rule reviews. I'm gonna just say this
Jumping
real
like
quick.
a pussy, my
2K
nigga.
came out.
My
I've been
nigga.
locked in. The grind is real on there. I'm out of VC
I haven't
already.
got 2K yet.
Watch out for the passing
I'm a
lanes.
65, really trash.
I'm at a
Outta here.
78 right now.
What is
I
y'all niggas
I
doing
purchased
here, bro?
2K. I have not touched it because
Yeah, I haven't started.
Spider-Man.
It's tough though.
Spider-Man is really that clutch?
Wait, hold on.
This is great. Go ahead, talk
Y'all
about
got
fuck,
Spider-Man because I'm pissed. I ain't got
yeah,
it.
talk about fucking 2K. Who cares?
Yeah, you got an
Go
Xbox,
ahead.
so
yeah, go crazy. 2K,
Oh.
2K it
Oh,
up.
you don't even have
PS4.
access.
2K it up.
Team PS4.
2K it up. Cause I
Spider-Man.
know the game I'm playing is better than that shit.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man
2K is
definitely
solid,
better
though.
than
I
that.
wanna
2K is
say-
the same
Not
game
saying
every
that.
year.
Not
bro.
saying that. I'm
No,
just
it
saying-
is. No, it is. But
the
I
same
really
game
like
every
this
year.
2K though. Like
I
wasn't
do
as
like
better-
the 2K.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
like
it's
this 2K.
definitely
Like the
better than last
defense is
year.
solid, bro. Like it ain't no easy scoring on there at
I'm
all.
gonna get into it after I beat.
But go ahead, 'cause
Spider-Man. I got
listen,
VC.
I'm not
I'm
even
getting it
back
this
and forth.
weekend.
I'm
I'm
very
going back and
jealous.
forth.
I'm pissed off that I don't have a PlayStation at the moment because
Get one so
Spider-Man
you can
looks
run.
amazing. I can't afford it right now because we gotta.
Man,
Did you add me back, Slaps?
But go ahead,
I
Spider-Man.
will. Spider-Man is a fucking amazing game. It's arguably.
Don't go crazy.
It's,
All right.
it's
All right. You hear him?
arguably. All right, I'm not saying it is. It's arguably one of the best superhero games
That you
to
ever
come out.
Oh,
All
that-
right,
that- Ever?
They ain't really
Arguably.
saying nothing.
arguably. Why? It's
ain't
not
really
really.
saying
Batman, the first Batman was pretty solid.
I'm saying
the
there's only like a
Batman
handful
series-
of like good superhero games.
Okay, but it's still a
Shout out to
fucking
Marvel
argument.
Alliance.
It's still a fucking
Marvel
argument
Alliance
right
was the
there.
best superhero game ever.
So,
Shout out to Marvel Alliance,
These
too.
niggas
No, so
did a
Spider-Man.
great job. Like you play that shit, you really feel like you Spider-Man, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like
better.
swinging through the city is fucking amazing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I've spent probably an hour just exploring, swinging through the city, taking fucking pictures. I can't speed this up, Miles. It's a great fucking game. We might be able to speed through 2K19, but damn it, this
shut
month,
the
if you
fuck
got a
up.
PS4, get Spider-Man, my nigga.
I'm happy for
Get
my
that
nigga
shit.
Slaps,
Okay, so
man. He
listen,
finally
wait.
got a
It's fucking
PS4.
amazing. The
One
gadgets,
Finally
the
came over
suits.
to the
No,
side.
listen, I'm not. Hold on, wait. So I'm not gonna take away from that Spider-Man. But what was the last Spider-Man that just came out?
Web of Shadows?
No.
The Amazing Spider-Man?
Y'all ain't like that?
No.
Never played it.
Really?
I never played.
That was
like,
the first
I ain't
open
gonna,
world one, right?
I mean,
Trash?
Yeah.
Drop the beat, bro.
Trash. It was
To be
trash.
continued.
This was,
It was
a
trash.
beautiful
Get Spider-Man, my nigga.
episode,
Yes,
man.
I'm so mad I missed
Beautiful
the rest
episode.
of her talk. I'm so mad.
Go to the beat. I want to talk with her. There you go. Beautiful episode, man. Thank the guest for coming out. She had something to do. She had to leave. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just want to
Sorry.
speak. It was a beautiful episode.
About to be stone
Fuck
cold
is
in this
going on?
bitch.
Go ahead,
Go ahead,
bro.
man.
Take
Go
it,
ahead.
though.
Made me
No, I thought you was
tired.
always last. Ain't that what you told me last
Go
time?
ahead, bro. But I bring y'all in.
done.
bro.
it live. I'm done.
I can all write it and we'll do
I'll
it
bring y'all
live.
in, bro. Go ahead, Ruben.
I said what I had to say, man. But like I said, all jokes aside, good episode. Please don't forget to tune in, like, subscribe, comment, all that good jazz. Go ahead.
Please like and subscribe, all right? We be having like 35 people on the live, and it ain't 35 people who done like and subscribe.
Damn.
All right? That was a
y'all
bar.
know.
That was a bar. That was a bar. We was in this bitch. Oh, shit. All right, man. It's Slaps Man signing out. Fuck with us, though. Please, please, please subscribe and like 2 things. It looks good. We need that. All right?
Yes.
Get it.
It's your girl Nelly Nell. Like he said, please like and subscribe, comment. We need the support. Like y'all asked for it, we brought it to y'all. So tune in next week.
yeah, it's your boy Crack Diesel.
Shit like that. Shit like
Get at
that.
me on social media. I'm back on social media. I had to unplug for a minute, but at Crack Diesel. Get at me. Forecast.
What up?
We the shit.
Period. Facts. So I'm gonna just say this real talk. I just seen the post, nigga hating on, podcasts, talking about all I see on YouTube is podcasts. Hey, you ain't gotta listen to this shit. You ain't gotta watch this shit.
Big fact.
All right, Joe
So
Budden.
just get the fuck on, bro.
Facts.
This fresh ass Deuce Mad Miles, it's the forecast, bro.
We out this bitch.
Listen, drop the Stone Cold.
Drop the mic.
What? What? What?
Thank you guys for watching. And always, 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 please follow our sponsors at First of the Day on Instagram, first-oftheday.com, at One Up Gaming Lab on Instagram, oneupgaminglab.com. And also follow our illustrious hosts. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe at The Forecast Podcast on Instagram, at Young Slaps on Twitter and Instagram, at Fresh Ass Juice on Instagram, at Rudeness __ on Instagram, at Crack Diesel on Twitter and Instagram, and at Charnel.Marie on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching.